All right. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? Hey there, Mr. Vic. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope everyone is doing well. Z71. Phil, what's going on? Man, you guys are already throwing the likes up there, man. I appreciate that. How's everyone doing tonight? Good, Phil. Not too bad, man. We just got home from dinner. Had a really busy day at the shop today. Had a good day. Man, thank you guys for all the likes, all the gifts, all the shares. When you share this live, it helps with the algorithm. Same with the likes. All the gifts help pay for this studio equipment.
Hey there, Wolfman. How we
Hey,
doing?
hey. Good, dude. How are you, man?
Pretty good, pretty good.
That's
Just
good.
got.
How was your day?
Oh, it wasn't horrible. It was another day off. Well, not really. I had a catering this morning, and then had to deliver cheese curds. But other than that, had the whole afternoon off. So
Nice. Yeah, we were pretty busy at the shop today.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, it was a good day.
That was a good, nice day up here as well. It was, I don't know, probably 40, 45.
I'd say we were in the low to mid 60s today, but man, the rest of the week is gonna suck.
Friday, it's supposed to hit 70 up here. And then Sunday, 32.
Yeah, yeah, we're supposed to get hit with a storm here Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, isn't there uh, there's supposed to be a tropical storm or something coming, I thought I heard.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I don't doubt it because they got weather warnings. 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts out here. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just checking out some of the videos you had on the Wuxon radios and the subscriber video. I really like them packs. Them are nice.
Aren't those cool?
Yes.
It's got that Bluetooth wireless headset. You just press the button and you can transmit. That is so neat.
There you go.
Phil asked, any new radios for sale? Oh, yeah, man. We got a bunch of radios in today. 4 boxes of radios we got in today and sold half of them.
But,
Yeah, he said he's got big storms coming into Georgia.
yep.
I wonder if that's the same thing that's going to be hitting here.
Probably all coming from the Gulf.
Yeah.
Hopefully, by the time if it hits up here, it'll be rain.
Yeah, hopefully.
Not that we need any more rain from all the snow melting. Everything's mud already, but
Oh, yeah.
it's all right. I'll take rain over snow.
Yeah, I bet.
Ready for the summer.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are. I'm going to try to pour our new concrete slab in the back for our patio, and then I'm going to extend that slab 6 feet, and that's where I'm going to put my new tower.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, you guys get tornadoes down there. Yeah, I'll stay away from that.
How tall you going? 40, 60, 80?
I don't know yet, man. Probably just 40. That's all I really need.
Yeah.
Put up that new big old colossal 10K antenna. Ooh, doggy.
There you go. You just putting up 11 meter then, or are you gonna do GMRS and stuff too?
Off the side of that tower, I'm going to put my new GMRS antenna.
There you go.
What's up,
What's up?
CJ? What are you doing?
Uh, I am sitting going through Logan.
Logan. Let me think. Is that in Arizona? Or where's that at?
Logan is just north of Tucumcari by like 32 miles.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Phil asks if you can put an antenna too high.
That's a damn good question, Phil. So let's talk about that. I think it depends on your geographical location. Hey, there's Brantley. Yeah, he came in the shop today. We hooked him up, got him a nice radio and antennas.
There you go.
How's that working, by the way, Brantley? So, if you're in an area like where I live out in the desert where it's all flat, there's hardly any vegetation, you roughly want the base of the antenna one wave length off the ground, which is 36 feet. Um, Now, if you live in a heavily wooded area, you're probably better off to get that antenna above the tree line. Mud duck.
I got one of our locals up here, and I mean, you know how it is up here. You were in Duluth. I mean, it's no different here. It's hilly, it's tree, it's god awful, to be
Oh,
honest.
yeah.
But no, I think his tower alone is 80 feet, and then
Yeah.
his antenna on top.
Yeah, so it just depends on where you live. A lot of people say height is might. That's not true. If you go a one full wavelength off the ground, whatever frequency you're transmitting on, you usually get better performance because then your RF ground on the antenna works with the earth ground. But you got to take into consideration of vegetation because vegetation will absorb RF like crazy.
Yep. And I've told people that too, and they're like, no, it won't. I'm like, okay, go out in the middle of the woods and tell me how good you get out.
Yep, that's right. You can take a little GMRS handheld and do that test.
Yep.
That's why most radio antennas on mountains and everything are above the tree lines.
Yep, that's
Yep.
it.
Even the phone towers, they're above tree line.
Hello.
Okay.
So Brantley, let us know
So
how your new
I
radio's
made a
working
little
out.
boo boo.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
So
What happened?
it's working great now, but right about Tucumcari, I was talking to a RGN behind me. Lights go out and it just goes off. I was like, oh well, there went the fuse. And I was like, wait a minute, I never changed out the hookup. Like so hit the rest area, took it out. Sure enough, it popped that fuse like it was nothing. Swapped it
Yeah.
out, got the other one in. Now it's running perfect.
Yeah.
hey, David,
Good.
welcome in.
Good. I'm glad it's working. Hey, CJ, how did your pilot cars radio work out there?
Oh, she loved it. She used it all the way home. We had no issues talking. I think I was at the TA gassing up, and she was almost to Edgewood, and I was still able to talk to her.
Nice.
So yeah,
That's
she loves it.
that's 10 miles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, man. Hello, David. What's up,
Hey,
Jeffrey?
just think, y'all don't have to watch me eat food tonight.
Not yet, anyway.
No,
That's right.
trust me, I'm full. We went to Lisa's after I left the shop. I went to Lisa's, had dinner. So yeah, there's no food for me tonight. Just water.
Jeffrey
So
said he's
Jeffrey,
having. Yeah, go ahead,
this,
CJ. I'm sorry.
I'm having issues with the CB with high SWR. Changed 4 different antennas.
Doesn't matter how many antennas you change, you have to tune the antenna. Did you try doing that? What kind of antennas did you try? Let's start there.
Thanks,
Good.
Virgil.
We don't want you want to
You know,
watch you eat.
Virgil, just for that, I will.
Num 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 num. The Cookie Monster. Num 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 num.
Right? Nom nom nom. We love cookies.
That's right. Man, I love these lives. We have so much fun.
I know it was getting later and later and later. I'm like, well, what am I gonna do with my night? And then all of a sudden, boom, live.
Well, dude, this time change messed me up, man.
Right?
And well, and actually, like sometimes I'll leave the shop a little bit early, meet my wife, we'll go eat dinner, and come home a little early. But today we were slammed, and I didn't get to leave the shop early. And
Yeah.
thank God for CJ because I had a big order of radios come in, and they get shipped to my house because for whatever reason the UPS guy can't find the only radio shop in New Mexico. So
Go figure.
CJ's like, I'll go run over there and get him. And I'm like, oh, you're a lifesaver. Thank you. So he hauled ass over to my house, picked up the inventory, came back, and I sold about half of that inventory today.
Well, when you go triple digits, it don't take long.
I wasn't even doing triple digits. Hey, real quick, 4600 turbo flatbed truck, 18 foot of coax, Wilson antenna, and last one I tried was the skip shooter. Still getting over 3 SWR with the adjustment, didn't change anything. Bed is welded to frame, so has to be grounded good.
Do you have on the stud where it mounts to the mount on the bed, on the headache rack or whatever? Do you have that little plastic isolator in between the top of the stud and the bottom of the mount?
I can almost guess what you're gonna say next. If you do, get rid of it.
Hey, Aaron, saw
See,
your peek in
if he
there.
has to go look and he doesn't know, he probably doesn't have it.
Yep,
So
let me go look.
yeah, when you put the stud in the mount and then you put the nut on top of the stud, in between that nut and the bracket, you got to have that plastic isolator. And I'm guessing you're probably running Wilson coax, and that's the worst shit to use.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just pulled that out of my other pilot car today, and
yeah, until
that changed a lot.
didn't it? Didn't even
Hey,
touch the
Missouri Outlaw.
antenna. Didn't touch
Nope.
the stud. We just changed the antenna, and boom, dropped the SWR down to 1.2, 50 ohms.
It's kind of sad today. I was on the major highway for the trucks today, and I think I made one contact.
Oh wow!
Let's see.
He said,
Virgil goes, he has a Striker 955P, Striker SRA antenna, and channel 43 SWR. Channel 1, he gets a 1.5.
Ooh.
"Yeah, sounds like you got to tune up that antenna better or something. I don't know. Maybe try a different
Yeah.
location."
Yeah. Fireball.
Hey,
Big
did you see what
U8
Jeffrey wrote? He said
isolated.
it does not have a washer.
Oh, no, I didn't see that when it came in. So
Yeah,
then
so it's not a
that's
washer.
going to be,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
a
it's a little,
plastic isolator.
the
Yes, you can use
Fireball.
any plastic washer. Yes, but you got to make sure. See the isolator that comes with that stud. It's got a little lip in it that fits down in the hole. That way, that stud that comes through the mount doesn't move to the side and touch that mount. It's got to not touch that mount.
Virgil, hold on 1 minute. Fireball goes big U8 isolated won't work. I changed my coax to an LMR 400, and he goes, "What coax?"
Well, the coax that I use in the shop is a Procom made by Belden. It's RG8X. That stuff works great. Been using it for years, no trouble.
Virgil goes, "Do I need to trim down or add up?" And Jeffrey, you're welcome on all the advice and help.
I'm going to teach you guys a quick trick if you want to know which way to go on an antenna. If your whip is all the way down, it's spaced out. If you lift the antenna halfway up and the SWR goes up, then you know you got to trim it. If the SWR goes down, then go up more. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Kind of a real
Mm-hmm.
quick, easy way to figure that out.
With
Yep.
my A10, it's
Uh,
spaced out, and I got 1.1.
Nice.
see, Fireball says, "What coax are Fireball?"
You're breaking up on me.
Mount.
I think he's
All right,
still talking.
probably won't. Okay, is that a little better? Get you off Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back real quick. So Fireball asked, yes, what coax are you using?
Yeah. RG8X.
My,
Procom.
what do you see? Phil asked, what do you think about the Teflon coax?
All depends on how it tunes up. Don't know. Got to put an antenna analyzer on it and see what the ohms and reactance and all that stuff is. Every application is going to be different, guys.
That's fine, Clutchy. Is this the Stick Wilson silver load or the 5,000 truck? Jeffrey said it's a 5,000 truck mount. And then Jeffrey asks, question, is it an issue to run longer than 18-foot antenna? I'm a little short on coax.
Always want
What do you
to.
mean by that?
Well, on coax, you always want to run as short as possible, just enough to go from the antenna to the radio. Less resistance.
Okay. And then Fireball says that's fine coax for just radio.
Yeah, I agree. But guys, try to stay away from anything Wilson. All that shit since 2012 has been made in China.
Good old China.
Made in China.
Yeah, China.
Jeffrey,
Yeah.
if you need
We all had
20
fun today at the shop, didn't we, Brantley?
Yeah.
Oh, we had a blast.
Tony was a trip. I shouted out CJ in the Google review I just did too.
Oh, nice. Thanks for the review, man.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I said if it wasn't for CJ, I'd be $400 something more in my pocket.
Virgil goes, is it true you run 3-foot increments?
No.
Hey, Chicken
what's an
Hawk, like the live.
acceptable DC voltage drop when keying up?
I don't know, 3 or 4 tenths, something like that. It depends on the radio.
So if she drops down to 12.5, right about 12.5 from a 14 is a little too much.
You know what I would do? Before you trust that meter on the radio, hook up an actual voltmeter on the power plug on the lugs and try it and see what it does.
Okay.
Jeffrey asks, is there a way to dim the lights on a Connex 46?
Yeah, you'd have to put a resistor inside the board. The best fix for that is that a 4600 turbo? Is that what you're talking about?
Carolina Outlaw, welcome in. Welcome in, Rob. Oh, there's Chicken Hawk sending them TikToks. Peaches, welcome in.
Chicken Hawk, what's up, dude?
Peaches. 46 turbo N1.
So, Virgil, he's located at Lisa's truck stop in Moriarty, New Mexico at the 197 on I-40.
Jeffrey said 46 turbo N1.
Yeah, so that radio doesn't have a light dimmer knob or a control, so you'd have to put a resistor in line in the board. But like if you got the 94 Big Rig Galaxy or the Galaxy 66 V3, those have light dimmer knobs on them. Those are nice.
Oh, thanks for the gift there, Chicken Hawk.
What's going on, Chicken Hawk?
Jay keeps teasing me with them handheld videos.
What'd you think of that that Bluetooth key up? That's pretty neat, isn't it?
That is nice.
Yeah, in fact, me and Jay were talking a little earlier on his Bluetooth setup when I was heading out of town, and it was pretty darn clear.
Yeah, I even clicked on your little link there, Jay, on top of all your videos where it said ham and GRMS. And is that the old? Is that an older version of the Wuxon handheld, or is that the same one?
Same one.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
There's two
But
different versions. There's the 9 Plus and there's the 9 or the 9D Plus and the 9 Papa. The D Plus is a 5-watt radio on high, and the Papa is a 10-watt.
ooh, fancy! 5 more watts.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
just don't make a TikTok video of it. They think it's too spicy for it.
Isn't that some
Apparently
bullshit?
so.
Well, hell, I was watching one. It got banned because of tobacco and all this other stuff. And I'm sitting here watching the video. He had a butane can on one side. I'm like, well, there's your alcohol. Then you see his pipe on the other side. There's your tobacco.
Hey, Jeffrey,
Here,
don't buy another mount. Just buy a stud. The new stud should come with it. But if you go to a truck stop and you're looking at the studs, look at the threads. If they're brass, that's the one you want. If they're chrome colored, that's cheap Chinese shit. So see if you can find one that has a brass stud in it, okay?
Yeah, it was weird today. I was going down the highway and I was on 19, and all of a sudden my meter gets pegged. Nobody was talking, but I was next to a truck, so I was wondering if he was talking, and I don't know.
Yeah, so if you were on 19, he was on 20 or 22 or something, or, a couple channels off, it'll do that.
Right, and I switched through quick, and I didn't hear anything, but
Could
hey,
be like my
Grandpa Roger's in the
Galaxy.
room.
He was on 20, but you break it open, it's actually on almost 21.
Yeah, that was
Hey,
crazy.
welcome in, Virgil.
What's going on, CJ?
Oh, not much.
Virgil, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Oh, same
So,
old stuff. How are you?
So Virgil is who we used to call Coca-Cola when he ran with Jordan driving blades.
good old Coca-Cola.
Copy
Real.
that.
His
This is my damn
steerman
steerman. My steerman.
put
We
his
unpinned.
Go ahead,
What was
Virgil.
that, Virgil?
We had pulled over to unpin for the loop there in Fort Worth, Texas. And as soon as I come off the shoulder, my steerman, I went about 200 yards, and then all of a sudden my trailer shot hard left into a Coke truck. He tried to blame it. He tried to blame it on me, saying it was my fault. Then he come back and said, "Oh, it wasn't my fault. It was the
Hey, Jeff, 1
curb's
minute.
fault." Because when we stepped off on the shoulder, when I come back on, it grabbed the axle and turned the axle. And I looked at him and I said, "You know what, you dumb ape?" I said, "If the shoulder had grabbed my axle, it would have turned right and went straight for the guardrail. It would have never shot left out in the traffic."
Of course, that's common sense,
Yeah,
right?
and those type of trailers, it's not that easy to break those turntables on those trailers loose like that. Hey, real quick. So Jeffrey wants to know: does it matter where to put the SWR meter at radio versus the antenna, or is it the same reading? His coax is hard to get behind the radio.
So if you got like one of those little PD2 SWR meters, you unscrew the coax out of the back of the radio, hook it to the meter, have a little jumper, and go from the meter to the back of the radio. Go to channel 20, turn your RF power all the way down if you have that capability. And then you key the mic, you calibrate the meter, and then you go from forward to reflected on the meter, and then check your SWR. But that's the way you're supposed to do it, unless you have an antenna analyzer. And if you got an analyzer, either way, you pull it off the back of the radio and you check it there.
Yeah, this I got a Striker 955. A guy out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. I bought this from a big dealer down there. Gave 500 for it. Already supposed to be peak tuned, ready to mount in a truck and everything.
When was that?
It's been years ago. I've had this. CJ, when did we start the Mojave Desert run?
I wasn't on that one.
So
You
that must
wasn't
have
on
been
that run.
I wasn't doing the Mojave one.
John at Extreme CB.
Chicken Hawk, they have some of their own company steers and pilots, but other than that, everything else is contracted out still.
Yeah,
Jeffrey A says, "Thanks for the advice. What's your opinion on the 46 N1 Connex?"
they're not bad. Um, so Ranger makes the boards for Galaxy and Connex. So when you pop the hood on a Galaxy or Connex, they got Ranger boards in them, but there's different lines of quality. It's kind of like Cadillac, Chevy, then GMC, right? So think of it like Ranger, Galaxy, then Connex. So Connex back in the day, 25, 30 years ago, used to be really good, and they're just not anymore. They don't have the quality. I actually stopped carrying the General Lees and the 3300s because they had so many solder joint issues in those radios. But the N1 does have a better board in it, and I like them. Uh, if you want better performance, the X9 high power that does 250 watts. The N4 out of the box turned up does 500. And I run the N4 Ranger in the shop for a base radio, and I got one of my wife's pickup for the last 4 years, and they work great.
So Grandpa Roger goes, "I bought 100 foot of LMR 400. It was broken in a spot. Good thing I tested it from DX."
Absolutely. Always test. Yep. Good catch. Good catch.
So it's always good to have a
You
multimeter with
gotta
you.
watch.
Check
Yeah,
check
you gotta
continuity.
watch your bends and coaxial cable. You got to watch your bends because you put it at a 90 degree, it's broke.
No, it depends on the coax. That Procom RG8X, we bend that stuff all the time and no trouble. Hell, that's been bent at a 90-degree angle going through my wife's back door for 4 years.
Huh?
Yeah, it depends on the
See,
Hey,
coax.
Buckethead, welcome in.
If you get a
the
cheaper
strike.
coax, they'll break like that. Also, there's some coax that's a solid core. Solid core is not supposed to be bent, only braided.
Cause see, I've got this striker set up, and I've got it in a 2017 389 Pete, and I've got like a $50 bracket, 4-bolt bracket that I've got bolted to with the brass inner core on the where the antenna screws to it. It's got the brass inner core with it, and it's also got and then I got the SRA10 uh, striker antenna for it.
Yeah, nice setup.
I've got
And
about 700. I've got right at $700 invested in it, but I'm running. But I guess one of my problems is I am running that silver coaxial Wilson cable, so that could be one of my problems. Reason why I'm getting bad SWRs.
absolutely, and I bet you got 18 feet of it too.
Yep, because
Way too long.
I was always told to run in 3 foot. If anytime I buy my cable, run it in 3 foot increments.
Have you ever asked? Can you give me the scientific reason why? You ever asked that, or you just took it for granted?
I took it for granted.
Yep. Always ask why. If they can't give you an answer and give you a scientific definition as to why, then they don't know what they're talking about. So to give you an example, on an aircraft carrier, we had some radios that had 1,200 feet of coax going to an antenna. Explain that.
Let me ask you a question. Do I need to get off this? Also, get off this truck mount power cable and run my own to the battery?
For the Striker?
Yeah.
No. No, that radio only pull 8 to 9 amps. They don't pull a lot of power. A coffee maker pulls 12 amps.
The only reason I'm asking that is because I've actually had to put the striker fuse that came with the radio. I actually had to put that fusible link and power cable in because the one that they had for the Cobra system, it actually popped and melted their wiring.
Well, of course. A Cobra wiring system and a fuse is only 1.5 amp.
I had the same problem after I left. I left the Galaxy one in there, and it popped it before I even got to Tucumcari, and I wasn't even 3/4 power.
Yep.
I had to switch them out.
Yep.
Mine I keyed up, said hey on it. When I did, it said pop. It blew instantly.
Well, yeah. Cobras only pull 1.5 amps.
Real quick, Grandpa Roger says it was right from them and they won't do anything.
That's really shitty, and I'm really surprised from DX Engineering. That's crazy. Have you tried talking to upper management? Yes, the spring can hurt the performance. We got to remember, guys, when you tune antennas, you're changing the length of the antenna, right? Which changes the wavelength. So if you put a 4 to 6 inch spring on it, you just added 4 to 6 inches to the antenna. Then 9 times out of 10, they'll never tune up. The only antenna that I run springs on is a 102 whip, and it's required. They're 6 inches short for a reason. You put a 6-inch spring on it, makes it 108 inches. That is 9 feet. That's a quarter wave.
That's a nice whip, too.
Oh, yeah, that sucker talks, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
I told you, man, you can't beat a 102, and that's why I got one on my pickup. You just can't beat them.
Yeah, I actually got out on the highway, and it dropped down to right at like a 1.7. So I think
Nice.
running those couple beads will ground it out completely and drop it down.
It should.
Because, see, I'm running the 6-inch extension and then the long whip, and I've done cut it at least 1 inch off, half an inch to 1 inch off the bottom already and everything.
Well, you might have messed it up. So we can give you a great example. Today, one of his pilot cars came in, CJ's, and it had a striker antenna on it and Wilson coax. And it was almost a 1.4, it was 1.39, and the ohms were like 33, where they should be at 50. Same with receive loss. Reactance was high. And all we did was put a piece of Procom on it. Boom, dropped it down to a 1.23, 50 on the ohms, 50 on receive loss, almost 0 on reactance. It was perfect.
Yep, and that was all on a net, and that was on a net truck.
Wait, what is a Procom?
The brand of coax.
Oh, okay.
Jeffrey goes, I'm currently getting dressed out of bed to go to the truck stop. That's funny. Thanks
That's
for sharing.
dedication. No, that's cool,
Right?
man. Hey, you know what? I'm glad we fixed it. But usually when people tell me the SWRs are like that, it's pretty obvious. Or sometimes they say, it's 3 to 4 SWR on every channel. Well, it's got no isolator.
Yeah. Johnny goes, balloon him in the atmosphere. It's making the radio signals to go further.
Yeah, see, like I was saying earlier, I checked it on channel 40. I was getting 2. Channel 1, 1.5, and then on channel 19, I'm getting 2.
Yeah, so I don't like nothing leaving my shop over a 1.5. At a 1.5, you're losing almost 30% of transmission power, which means 30% of that power's got to go somewhere. It just don't disappear. So
what do you normally charge to replace that coaxial cable at an 18?
I have no idea. Depends how you want it ran. So if we got to tear apart interior, it's $100 an hour. Anyway, what was I saying? It's fun getting old.
I don't remember.
Oh, hi,
What the fuck?
SWR.
No one's listening?
Oh, you won't let your high SWR over a 1.5 leave the shop.
Yeah, so at a 1.5 SWR, you lose 30% of your transmission power. Well, where's that other 30% going? It's got to go somewhere. So it finds the easiest path of resistance, which is back through the coax, and hits the finals in a radio. Now, if you're at a 1.5, 1.82, that probably won't blow a final, but it will definitely make them weaker the more you talk on it. So, the lower you get it to 1-to-1, the further and better you're going to talk in here. And what 1-to-1 means is the radio's putting out 1 part power, and the antenna's getting rid of it equally. It's 121.
Well, that was like that gentleman that came in with that really nice KW. That was like 329 out of 900. When Tony
Good
took off
Lord,
the
was that
antennas and put
pretty?
on those fire sticks, it was a 1.18 50, I think believe it was 53.5 and 53.2 with the -4. I
Perfect.
mean, it was like perfect.
Perfect. That's like textbook. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, that's exactly what Tony said. It was textbook.
Yeah, and he got that new Striker Plus version. That's a 100-watt radio
Hmm.
with the weather bands. That's cool.
Yeah, that was a nice radio. Hey, Demetrius, welcome in.
What's up?
I like that GLX you got sitting in the shop too there, Wolfman.
Which one?
Whichever one you posted the other day.
GLX.
Or the Cobra
Oh, the 142 GTL, the old base station radio.
GTL,
Yeah, I was gonna
yeah.
say the
Yeah,
There you go.
and that sucker still works, man.
It's cheap.
Yeah, I went through and just cleaned it up and retuned it, and that little sucker still works. And whoever had it before put all the funny channels in it.
That's also the difference in old Cobra and new Cobra too.
Oh yeah,
hmm
totally. Yeah, totally. Yeah, new
What do you
Cobras are junk.
What do you mean when you say funny channels? Under and over?
Yeah, they put extra channels in it.
Yeah, I've got a Cobra Chrome edition that's 10 years old.
Yeah, the Cobra started. They changed production in China about 25 years ago, and before that, they were made by a company called Dynascan out of Illinois, and Uniden made all the boards for them. And that's when they were a good radio. Now, I don't even carry Cobra in the shop, but I do carry the Unidens. They're still a good radio.
Well, out of the box, they're more powerful than a Cobra is, and tunes better.
Isn't that crazy? I had a brand new 29, came in on an order, put it on the bench to tune it, and it was 23 kilohertz off of frequency out of the box.
Okay. Must have been made on a Friday or a Monday.
Yep. Yeah, the night shift.
leave it to C shift.
But with that said, Virgil, you do have a much, much better radio than the Cobras nowadays for sure. Starting 2024, the Cobras are a 4-watt dead key and they swing the whole 6 watts. My handheld does better than that.
There you go.
Yeah, really.
I've got a old. I've got one that's about 10. I got two actually Cobras. One of them's just a regular old 29 LTD black box edition, and then I got the 29 LTD Chrome box edition. Well,
Hey,
like I
Mark, welcome in.
said, both of these are over 10 years, at least 10 years or older. So I know they're good radios. They're not the new cheaply made radios today. And then
Yeah,
I've got two of the 955 Strikers.
Nice. Yeah, if you got the V1s, man, those are the ones you want. They would swing to 100 watts. And the quick way to tell is if you look at the top cover, look in the back. If there's vents in the cover, that's a V2. That's a 60-watt radio. If they have no vents in the case, that's the one you want.
Okay, you mean the vents?
Yeah, look at the top cover and look towards the back. Is there little vent holes cut in it all along the back?
Top cover, no. But
Yeah,
there
you
is
gotta.
but on the back it does have like a fin on the back of the radio.
Yeah, they all do. That's just the heat sink for the finals. So
But
if
no,
you got,
it's a solid top casing.
then you got a V1, dude. Hold on to those radios. They don't make them no more.
What, the Striker V1?
Yep, that's it.
Like I said, this one here is probably about 5 years old. I've got two of them. I bought one off of Amazon, and then I bought this
Hey,
one.
Nancy, welcome in.
Yeah, it's a V1 then.
The top has no venting in it whatsoever on either side.
Yeah, that's the one you
Only
want.
holes in the cover is for the speakers.
Yep, and that's the one you want. And if you want to get rid of it, let me know.
Yeah, those are some talking machines there.
I've been
Yeah.
able to reach 10 miles with this one, and that's even with a crappy antenna and a crappy cable.
Let me ask you this, there, Virgil. On behind your truck, like behind your sleeper, is there? Do you have an extended frame on your truck?
No.
I wonder if there's enough room to mount a 102 whip on his catwalk, like we did Brantley up there.
There should
And with
be. There should be a
yeah,
spot right there where his airlines
yeah,
come out of the cab.
where the
Same as
pogo is.
yeah.
Yeah, because when I was running with Virgil, I remember because they had them plastic Volvos, pieces of shit, and you could still talk with him 10, 15 miles away. And that was
Yeah,
what, 5 years ago?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because when I quit Jordan, I had to strike. When you were running with me, I had the Striker 955 in my truck.
Yeah, because we could hear you no matter where we were. It was almost like running with Steve Bennett. Steve Bennett, you could hear freaking across the country.
See, and like I said, there's no well, heck, there's no there's no holes in the side of it whatsoever.
no, they'll be in the top or the bottom, right along the
Well,
back on the cover.
on the top, no, there's nothing. It's a
Yeah, if it's
solid.
a solid cover,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what you want, dude. That's a good radio.
I don't know if it
See,
allowed me
Jeffrey goes, or are they all
to see the
junk?
back. Well, it ain't gonna allow me to see the back.
It's too dark. Yeah.
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 You got a flashlight in your truck?
That's what I was looking to see if I might have had one.
13 speed. That makes me miss my 39.
Do what? Yeah, it's a 13 speed 389. It's got a Cat C15 in it.
Hey, Jeffrey, so
Yeah,
all the newer Cobras, they are junk. I'm not sure about what other radios you'd be talking about.
See, it does have a little bit of room back there. Because right there, I mean, you could tell at least
Now looks
2 fists in between I've got a spring
Yeah.
deal here in my airlines.
Hey, Virgil, now look straight down where that pogo's attached to that cross member. On the side of it, there should be a little hole on the side of it, and that's where we mount the stud.
Well, that's aluminum bracket it's mounted to.
Yeah, but on the bracket, there should just be an empty hole sitting there.
Wilson antennas, Jeffrey, they are junk. They're all made in China. But again, it also depends on, the antenna and the ground plane on how it tunes to the truck. And that's with any antenna.
Yeah, and even with Wilson, like if you get a Wilson to tune up nicely, they don't last long because driving down a road, vibration, the coils break in them, and if they don't break, if you drive through a rainstorm, they'll fill up with water.
Yep, I ran my little Will over because, why not?
And right, target practice. And
Hey,
the problem is when that coil fills up with water, you don't know it. You key the mic, and boom, you instantly blow the finals in the radio.
See if I can turn my video on and show you what we're talking about.
Jeffrey, I'm at the truck stop. He's still alive. That's cool.
See, Andy goes, I got a Striker 497 about a year old. Tried multiple antennas, but can only get about 2 miles out of it. Well, that, as we've been talking about antennas, it's all about your antenna and your SWRs. If you're running Wilson, it's not going to be that great because it is made in China, as he said, multiple things.
You got to
It's always
tune it
best
up, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say you have to tune it to the truck where it likes it the most.
So I'll give you an example. I got a buddy that drives a local belly dump. He was a Wilson guy his whole life, and I understand why. Back in the old days, they were really good. Well, he had a 497 Striker also, the old one, and I finally talked him into putting a Viper on his truck. And he was 23 miles away from the shop, and we were still talking, and he had to get off the radio because he had a phone call. So antennas are everything.
And sometimes, it may not be the best antenna like a Viper on most of the trucks, and Dale attest to this. You could put a 4-foot fire stick and it tunes up perfect. In fact, it happened today.
Oh, yeah, it happened a couple times
Yeah.
today.
How do I turn my video on, CJ?
There should be a little
There's-
camera
Yeah,
so when you,
icon on the
yeah,
bottom left.
yep, there should be a little camera icon. So press the big box that you're in, and top left corner, there should be a camera icon. Hey, by the way, Jay, I found something for you. I'll send you a picture after the live. Decided to pick it
Tempo.
up. Decided to pick
Nice.
it up for you.
Uh-oh.
He might not have enough followers.
Yeah, Andy, if you got it to a 1.5, that's not bad.
Oh, he dropped out.
Yeah, let's see if I can get him back in.
He must not have enough followers either, though. If it doesn't, it'll show in the preview, but maybe.
Yeah,
I
he may not have enough followers.
don't remember how many you have to have.
You have to have 1,000.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
can't do it.
Now you can get 1,000. You can reach 1,000 and then turn around and start cutting people out. If you look, I don't even have a whole lot of followers and everything on mine, but I did reach 1,000 and then I cut a lot of people out.
That's a good idea. I didn't know you could do that. So
Yeah,
everybody.
I've been doing that a lot on. I've been doing that a lot on mine. Is
But you
ones
only
that don't
allowed to
interact.
remove so many a day.
Yeah,
Yeah. So everybody, follow Brantley. And Andy's got a
I was
question.
gonna
What's
show
that,
you that
CJ?
exact setup with, but no.
see, so I got the one from Andy was a striker, which I read.
You're glitching out, CJ.
About a 1.5 SWR. That's the last comment I got.
Yeah, 1.5 is not bad. That
Yeah,
should be
that's
okay.
where I'm
But you
at.
got to know what your ohms, receive loss, and reactance is. That's why you use an analyzer. That's where the performance comes from. Is
Jeffrey
it bad to
said,
extend a coax? No, it's not bad, as long as it tunes up. There's no correct cord length, all right? Coax length. The correct coax length is the length from the antenna to the radio.
yeah, on my for my base antenna, I got two of the same coaxes connected with a barrel connector.
Yeah, that'll work. As long as it tunes up, you're fine.
Yeah, I'll be in and out of Signal until I get into Delhart, Texas.
Yeah,
Which
I
I'm
saw
only
your
like
comment.
10 miles out.
Okay, cool.
Hey, these I noticed on this striker, you can actually
Andy.
hook a computer up to it and fine tune it. By
Not so
any
much fine
chance,
tuning it,
you
but
have
you can change.
the-
You can change. You can put your name in the screen. You can change frequencies that it'll receive and talk on. You really can't fine tune it, but you need the software to do it.
Well, I would like to know a good software and a good point to do it. I had somebody to do it. They was able to put my name on it and everything, but
Yeah.
I really the guy that did it, he done his, but I mean CJ would know what I'm talking about. Jay was one of those ones that didn't want to be outpowered. So he wouldn't give you the exact as far as tuning it through the computer and making it better. He would put you a step lower, below him, so that he would have more control over you.
You really can't tune it through the computer. If it's a V1, it's all done under the hood. So
That's a jail, right?
if you want to bring it by the shop, I'll check it for you.
All right. I actually need to get my laptop and everything. And
Yeah, so
and once if I can get somebody to actually set it and set it right, then what I could do is go in there with my computer and turn around and download the settings. That way, when I hook it up to my other one, I can transload the settings from this one to that one to make it match.
as long as they're both V1s, you can. So you go to
Hey,
Striker's
Randy.
website, go to their downloads, and there's going to be different downloads: V1, V2, and the Plus version. So you got to download the V1 programming software, and it's free. And that's it. Plug your cord in. You're done.
All right.
What's
Wow,
up,
okay, we're up to
Randy?
3,500 likes.
Oh shit! They got away from me. Hold on.
Congratulations, well done.
I love my noise toy.
Too bad I won't be home to pick up mine.
Soon enough.
See, I
Oh,
used
yeah.
to I used to deal with a guy over in West Memphis, but after what he did with my dad's radio, I quit dealing with him. My dad had a Cobra. Matter of fact, it was Channel 5 CB shop.
Oh, I
The
never heard of
CB
them.
shop over there in West Memphis, Arkansas. It was one of the major ones. I can't
Yeah.
remember the exact name of it, but
That's okay.
he had one of them talkbacks put in it, and dude hooked it up wrong.
No.
And when he did, my dad keyed up on his radio and caught it, and the radio caught on fire. Almost burned his truck to the ground. Luckily, he reached
Lovely.
over and snatched it. He snatched it out of the dash, tore his dash up, and everything, just to keep his truck from his record from catching on fire.
Damn.
Wow. So Randy goes, he's parked for the night, getting ready to head to bed. Saw we were live and just popping in real quick.
Copy that, Randy. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you have a great night, sir, and be safe. God bless the 73s, man. We'll see you on the next
73s,
live.
Randy.
But he had a Cobra 29 LCD. He mounted on the dash, and then he took the driver's seat. He took the seat out and mounted a 600-watt Eagle underneath the driver's seat. And when you reach down there and keyed up on that, you better not be touching anything metal, a screw. If you touch the screw through the plastic on the back, it would zap you.
Yeah, something wasn't set right. I shouldn't do that.
But he was also strong enough. He was over talking the CB shop, Channel 3 CB shop, at 45 miles away.
Nice.
I think I need a plane ticket, my life savings, and I'm heading to Lucy's.
Well, for all you new guys on the live, we got 307 amplifiers making custom amps now for the shop, and the first batch will arrive on Friday. So,
Hey, Frank, welcome in. JB, welcome in.
what's up, guys? Yeah, I'm excited about that. So he made me a 4-pill with sideband biased bass amp for my personal bass station here, and they're nice because you don't need a power supply to run them. You just plug them in.
Yeah, Jay, I'll definitely probably be hitting you up next week.
Yeah, we'll take care of you, man. All of you guys that hit that gold star up there and subscribe to the channel. All of you guys that hit that gold star up there and subscribe to the channel, or if you join the Wolfpack Club, either way you get 10% off.
Because I'm going to need me a handheld. I'm going to need me a handheld antenna. I'm going to need me a bass amp.
Yeah, we'll
Just
get
set
you
him up.
fixed up.
Just set him up with your bag. That'll be good.
Yeah,
Maybe a new
those
radio.
bags. So those bags are $19.99.
You know, if I would have known I was getting my taxes in before I left, I would have had you set up a whole bag system for me. But no,
That's
it wasn't
okay.
until I was on the road. Yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah, we'll do it when you get
That's
back.
right. I got taxes coming back yet too. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
mine just hit my bank today along with like 4 different invoices. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Nice.
I gotta file mine yet, but mine take like 5 minutes, so it's easy.
Will any of those 307 amps work with the higher amperage CBs, like let's say the X9 HP or the 99 M4?
No, because they already have an amp in them.
That's
So
true, yeah.
you need to have a custom one built. You need a high drive amp. But that radio that you got today is perfect, man. Put a little 2-pill in there, especially with that
Hey,
102
AJ,
whip.
welcome in, that guy.
So with
What's
my
going on, gentlemen?
how's it going there, that guy? How was your political debate?
Man, that was a blast. I had so much fun.
So what kind of tricks can you do to this striker?
You don't do tricks, and I was just going to tell you that rule number 1: do not let anybody modify your radio
Okay.
ever. If you want talkback, you buy a radio with talkback. You want power, you buy a radio with power. That striker already
Still
has
high.
the good
Yeah, it's
RT1
got
MOSFETs
talkback.
in it. Well, but it also has the. Here's another thing. So a lot of CB shops try to sell you on bigger finals. There's no such thing. They either make transistor finals or MOSFETs. That's it. All right, he says it's still high. Did you put that isolator on the top of the bracket under the nut?
Hey, Sky Thunder,
Jeffrey.
welcome in.
Jeffrey, send a request to join the live so we can talk.
There, let me see if I can get him in. I just sent him an invite.
Yeah, Jay, I'll definitely need a bag setup, a mobile antenna, and probably a 307 amps.
Yeah, we'll get you fixed up, man.
Waiting for
Hey,
them
Jeffrey.
taxes to come in.
What's going on?
Okay, Jeffrey. So you got the nut where the antenna screws into, right?
I'm fixing to pull over up here so I can look and see. It was kind of sketchy over by the truck stop.
Okay.
And you
Out
got
there.
enough followers.
Sketchy? Never.
Yeah, out there tuning an antenna with a 45.
Uh,
Yeah.
He's got enough
Hey,
followers
Caleb,
that he can
welcome
turn his camera on too, so you could probably walk him through it there, Jay.
Oh, thanks, Bart. Okay, good eye, good catch.
yeah, I'm going
All
to the parking lot where I can see what's going on as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, we got AJ up there, and we got that guy.
That guy.
What do you? That guy. What are you guys doing?
Oh, not much. Just
I'm
night.
I'm easing down the road watching quote somebody else drive my truck.
Interesting.
You know how it is. You gotta get them TikTok quotes in there.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm just sitting in a parking lot, wink, wink.
I'm surprised that I did not get flagged.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't. That's cool.
Like, was that last night or the night before?
I got
Last
flagged
night.
twice. I got flagged for sexual explicit nudity, and I got flagged for tobacco or drug use or paraphernalia, and I didn't do either. I
Yeah,
was showing a
tobacco,
fucking handheld
yeah.
radio.
Because his pipe was in the frame, they flagged it. And I told him if he's going to keep exposing his radios, he needs to start covering them up more.
Dude, I
Yep,
should get
too
like a little
spicy.
Barbie. I should get a little Barbie doll dress and put it on it.
I got a violation yesterday for calling somebody a fucking idiot.
Oh,
Yeah, see, that shit bugs me because if they're a fucking idiot, they deserve it.
exactly. Freedom of speech.
That's my
That's
whole
right.
point. I'm like, how are you
Yep.
going to violate me when the dude was being an idiot? And I just let him know he was being an idiot.
Well, it's like me and Jay were talking at the shop today. They flagged his radio for nudity, and I'm like, what about all the women out here showing their fucking titties and nipples everywhere? Really?
Yeah, that is no shit.
Yeah,
See, if they
right?
flagged him, that's sexism.
Selective enforcement at its finest.
Liberalism.
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah,
that's because the owner of TikTok is a dead gum pedophile anyway. So
yeah, and a liberal.
All right, I want to make sure that I've got everything set right.
Yeah, you can turn your
Hey,
camera on,
Wagon
Jeff.
Master.
All right, can you see it there now?
Not yet. Nope, there we go.
Yeah, there, now we can see it.
The first thing I had trouble with was this radio in between AM and FM. You give a little trouble, like I guess it wouldn't pick up or something, so I had to leave it kind of in between for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, the quality of Connex just isn't there anymore, unfortunately.
Right.
I'm sorry. So you go to channel 20. Now, where's your meter hooked up at? Okay. Now you go to forward. All right, that's good. Now flip it down to reflected. Whoa.
Wow.
Okay. Let's see how you're.
Now than it had been.
Let's see. Let's look at your antenna. Let's look at that stud and where you put that plastic isolator. Yeah, that's correct. Now let's look at where that headache rack bolts to the bed. Let me look at that.
I'm sorry.
Where the headache rack, where it bolts to the bed.
All right, it's
No.
welded solid to the bed, to the frame of the truck.
Yeah, it's a whole flatbed.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, that's good. Okay. All right.
I want to check because sometimes they put U-bolts with rubber shims in between the bed and to the frame.
Right.
That's right.
This one here is solid. I'm not sure if you can.
No, you're
see
good
it,
there.
but it's
Yeah, you're good.
welded.
Is your
Okay.
antenna connection tight?
Yes, it is.
You may
All right,
also
what
do-
want
I
to
mean,
trace
it
your
might be able
coax
to-
to look, see if it got pinched.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty high. What kind of antenna is that?
Supposed to be a 3-foot.
Problem
Hip
number
shooter.
2. Yeah, that's too short.
Okay. Need to go with pretty long, like a whip or something.
Get a
Like a
4-foot
fire
fire
stick.
stick with a tunable tip.
I was just gonna say a fire stick would probably work.
I'm sorry, I lied
Hey,
to y'all.
Ethan.
I have a 2000 trucker. I thought it was another one.
Yeah. Just for the hell of it, we're going to find out right now if it's coax. Change those antennas out and retest it.
And I did put a 9-foot. The only thing I could buy in town was a 9-foot antenna. I mean, coax the other day.
Yeah,
And-
that's fine.
I just run it through the window and checked it with a different coax,
Yeah.
and it done the same thing. But
That's before you put the isolator on it.
That's right.
So if you put this antenna on it and you're getting the exact same reading, we know it's the coax.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's not the coax coming from the antenna, it could also be your jumper coming off the meter to the radio.
Sure.
Yeah, because that SWR was stupid high.
Yeah, that's real high.
I've been fighting this thing ever since I got it.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah,
that
That
pig
truck
it.
is the perfect candidate for a 102 whip on a spring ball.
You bet your ass it is. That's perfect.
Big old steel flatbed like that, the ground plane off of, that thing would be a monster.
Yep, I agree. Now recalibrate it because that really pinged the meter.
It's in the middle of set.
All right, now go ahead and flip.
We're looking at 4 now.
Better.
Well, it's a little better. And before it pegged it, right? You paused your video.
Let me ask you a question. I've also been told too on something like that where if you're not real too fond of whatever you bolted to, running a ground strap from like the bed to the frame to
No.
give it an additive.
It's already got a good ground. That's another bullshit thing. The antenna's not looking for a DC voltage ground. It's looking for an RF ground, something to reflect off of.
Let's try this. You say you got a brand new piece of 9-foot coax, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Unplug that short jumper between the radio and the meter. Put that 9-foot piece in between there. Try to eliminate that one. See if it's not the problem.
Shit, he's got as many antennas as I do in the shop. Good Lord, he's pulling shit out right and left.
He's really been dealing with that issue.
Yeah.
My buddy had cut some off of it, so I cut this much off of it. And then he's like, okay, so that wasn't the right way, so put the short piece in it. So I did that.
Yeah.
And I've still got it.
Well, you would have without that isolator in there.
That's right.
So when he first started, guys, he didn't have that plastic isolator under the stud.
There's another antenna.
Damn.
I'm not sure what they call that.
You better not open up a CB shop, you sumbitch. What are you doing, man? I'm just kidding.
Generic monkey bait.
That's what he's trying to do.
I've got
there,
another one in here.
Mobile CB
I've got
shop.
another one in here somewhere.
Jesus. Okay, well, I've got someone to compete with antennas in their vehicle now.
I felt bad for having 4 in my truck at one point.
I can't find my other one I had. All right, so put the 9-foot antenna. I mean the 9-foot.
Put the new piece of coax in between the radio and the meter. Eliminate. Maybe that jumper's bad. This will let you know if maybe that jumper's causing part of the problem.
Right,
Not
and if
sure
it
what
does the
kind that
same
is.
thing, then we'll have you replace it from the antenna to the meter.
Okay. Let me see what I done with it. Hang on.
He's about as
That's
organized
the
as
only
I am.
bad part about chasing bad SWRs, man. There's so many variables that can throw you for a loop.
Grandpa,
Well, you're
that's
right.
funny.
And the bad thing about doing it with an SWR meter is you got to trial and error. If you had an antenna analyzer, it points you in the right direction.
Well, not just that. But that's one of those little cheap truck stop and static SWR meters.
Yeah.
And who knows if that thing was even set right from the factory.
Who knows if it's been bounced around and beat to shit?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Grandpa's funny. He's trying to promote his mobile antenna business.
There you go, Jason. Give him a contract and tell him, here you go.
There you go. What part of the country you in?
Brookhaven, Mississippi.
Brookhaven, Mississippi.
Oh, you
Yeah,
in
I've
my
had a
neck.
lot. Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Oh, he's down there around Jordan then. Because Jordan's out of Natchez.
Okay, that ain't far from me.
You might know one of my buddies down there in Brookhaven, Steve.
Oh, Steve Smith.
Yep, Steve Smith. He trained me on flatbed when I started with Jordan.
Race with Steve.
Yeah, he tried that modified racing. He didn't get nowhere. Now he went to the Hornets.
That's right.
Man, I'm watching this guy moving around his truck. I'm starting to get motion sickness.
Damn it.
That's why I'm not watching.
Go ahead, CJ.
No, I said that's why I'm not watching the video.
As you should be, because you're driving.
Hey,
I'm not, sir. I'm sitting in a
driving.
parking lot. No, I'm sitting in a parking lot.
I'm watching somebody else drive my truck. Wink, wink.
As the street lights are going past there, CJ?
What street lights?
You guys are awesome.
I used to watch somebody drive my truck, and I realized I need to get rid of the toothpicks.
Oh, yeah.
How I remember those days.
Oh, my God. Yes, sir.
Man, I messed up and got one of those toothpicks one time. I drove from Lost Hills, California to Woodland, Mississippi in 26 hours, and I still don't know how the hell I did it.
Wow. Well, you ain't got
Been
no
there,
soft
done that.
That was back in the days when I was hauling honeybees.
Damn, that thing is mashed to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's took a beating.
See, Mark goes, in my first Volvo, I put a Wilson on it. Can't do anything with the SWR. Some multi-band shit.
Volvo's got crappy. Yeah, Volvo and Freightliner's world's worst about crappy antenna systems.
International.
After seeing
Hands
the
down.
condition of that meter, I'm starting to question whether or not that meter's accurate.
Yeah.
Is Andy still in here?
That meter looked like it got run over by a Mack truck.
Could have. I'm actually borrowing it from Andy. I'm not sure if he's in here or not.
I'd like to hear the backstory on how it ended up like that.
Probably letting somebody borrow it like me.
Yeah.
Now it looks like you got used as a wheel chalk.
Did you change out the short coax between
Hey,
the
Zach,
meter and the
welcome in.
radio, or was that the coax between the meter and the antenna?
The meter and the antenna that time. I'm going to swap it the other way and see if it makes a difference.
Okay.
Okay, so long as there's no more truck acrobatics, that was starting to get to me.
Yeah. You know, honestly, I was going to ask you, how far away are you from that truck stop? Go pick up another meter. They're only about $30.
I hadn't thought about that. I may do that. I need one anyway. That'll give me a reason to buy one.
Another damn truck next to me.
Yeah, that thing was pretty rough.
Unless you wanted to wait and spend some money and get the what is that, the Dosey TR2000, the trucker series, that's a decent little meter.
Who blocked you, Redbeard?
Honestly, I haven't blocked anybody.
No, you're not blocked.
Yeah, no.
Go
Hey,
ahead,
Red
Redbeard.
Wolf, welcome in.
Hey, Redbeard, go ahead. What was your question, man?
I wonder if he's trying to get in and all the boxes are full.
That's probably what he's trying to do.
Oh, here, I'll hop out so he can hop in.
All right, I got Zach coming in.
He didn't have to leave. I wasn't talking about none of y'all. Y'all goofy, man. Y'all need to go to bed.
What's going on, Zach?
What's bad?
No, I was about to go get a radio and an amp tomorrow, and I lowballed the crap out of this guy.
Yeah.
And he blocked me, so.
Oh.
He had it posted for $100 because he had already dropped the price because it's been listed for a while.
Yeah.
And I really just wanted it for the amp. I could care less about the radio.
Sure.
And he was like an hour and a half from me, and I asked him if he could go lower, and he was like $100. Then I went to go send another message, and he blocked me. So I'm about tempted to get my brother-in-law to message him.
I was speaking of getting new radios. Remember I was telling you last
Mark
night
Lee,
about that
that is not
95
the same,
T2?
my duck.
Remember me telling you the other night about that 95 T2 I was trying to get off my guy down here in Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't come down on the price. I told him for $350, I'll just go buy a brand new one.
Yeah.
Why is there congrats Redbeard Trucker on the screen? What is happening here? What do I do?
Because you're on live all the time.
Oh, man. Dude, that meter is cooked. Good Lord. Oh, my God. Dude, that thing got ran over.
That's why I said it was used as a wheel chalk.
All right,
They
now
sell them in a truck stop for like
Mark Lee,
$40.
back to the bench.
look at your other antennas that have coils on them, and find the one that's in the best shape. Put that back on there and see what it does.
With the longest stinger.
Yeah, find one with a long whip.
You probably interchange them too if one's longer than the other, but with a better coil.
Yeah, you can try that.
Yeah, that coil looks like it's been through crap.
Yeah, you can. Once you screw that antenna on, you could just take the palm of your hand and straighten that coil out, bend it back over. It's got to be in the center
Wizard
of that
of
mast.
Fart. Okay.
Use that as
Dude,
a
that thing
little
looked
chalk
legitimately
tool.
like an old school monkey made.
That's exactly what it is. How'd you know?
Because I used to run a pair of them when I was pushing a lot of power. I melted the plastic conductor in the middle of them.
Right of the mail crawler.
Well, didn't that guy build those down in Florida also when he first come out?
I don't remember where he was building them, but I know they were all the rage at first, but they had limitations, and I found them.
Nothing beats success like a failure.
Right.
Well, when you
That's
take and
right.
you
When you
fry
hit
the
it with
center.
12,000 RF, that
Hey, you have
tends to
10 more.
get
Welcome
things
in.
hot, and it got limp.
Oh yeah, I bet it did.
Oh yeah, they were known for that. If you put too much power to them, you'd burn them.
Oh, and burn it did. I wanted to see how tough it was, and it handled 6,000. I was like, okay, let's double it. And yeah, that didn't work.
Rate the
Yeah.
mall crawler? This is a CD thing, brother. You doing truck rates? I give you.
Hey, you want me to rate the crawler? See those gifts up there? It says 0 out of 50 for tonight's goal. Why don't you fill that up and we'll rate it?
That's messed up.
There you go.
Damn it. Oh.
There's your rate there, Wolfman.
Boom.
Hey, there you go.
Thanks,
All
Big Bart.
right. You got the #1 gifter badge.
I
You
ain't
better
greedy.
catch up there, CJ.
I ain't greedy or nothing, but I'll take one of them pretty things.
I'm not working on the gifts tonight. That'll be for another night.
Oh, and I sent it. Well, there you go, Jeffrey.
Go.
I had my gift sent to the wrong person. Oh well.
Shit.
Okay, so I run into a problem. I did find another insulator, but I don't have anything to screwing it into that.
Oof.
Then just you can take a stud out of one of those other antennas, or just try
Wait a
another
minute.
antenna.
You should be able to take that that nut off of that coaxial cable and it screw right into place.
No, don't do that. That'll mess with the ohms and everything. They're there for a reason.
Peter out here
Let's
giving
see if I can find another one.
Dude, don't park there, because I will be banging on your door at 7 o'clock telling you get the hell up out of my way. And I won't be nice about it.
Man, look
Is
at
it a
Bart
camel
go with the
jockey?
roses.
Yeah, I figured it out. It's on the right one now.
It ain't a camel jockey trying to park like that, is it?
Oh, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm in freaking rest area in what the hell name of this damn little place? Up here on 30.
Talking about
shit, I
the
You're
should.
down
camel
in
jockey.
Yeah,
You're
Texas.
either in Texas or Arkansas.
Texas.
Arkansas.
Yeah, right. AR, Kansas.
Hey Jay, it's like that guy that came into the shop today speaking Spanish. He's like, dude, you slow down, I can understand you. You speak that quick, I can't get you.
Me no English.
No, this guy
Common
came in
Texas.
this guy came in for a microphone, and he is speaking so freaking fast. I'm only catching bits and pieces, and he finally slowed down enough I could understand it. It's like, dude, chill.
Hey, speaking of which, when you said that, another thing I heard is metal shielding mics. Is it true? It also messes with RF or messes with the radio frequency.
No,
We lost Zach.
I don't see how that could do that.
Does anybody
Because
else?
I was told to get rid of the Road King mic with the metal shielding, and because it would mess with everything too.
No,
Get
sir.
rid of Road
The
King
reason
in
why
general.
the reason why I tell people to get rid of the Road King mics is A, they're made in China and they're cheap, and B, they're 60 ohms of impedance, and most of the radios today require a mic with 200 ohms. So, like a Ranger mic, those sound really good on all these new radios, and that's why.
The only problem I ever seen with like the Road Kings and the Ecstatics that had that stainless conduit around them is if your SWRs were high and you tried to broadcast and you touched that metal, you were going to light yourself up.
Yeah, and you know how to fix that? Inside the
Don't put metal
mic, switch
conduit on there.
No, switch the shield in the ground, and that will stop.
I see. I've got one of them Road King static mics, and I ain't never had no problems with it shocking me.
Virgil, I'll tell you from experience, I had the A static when I ran with you guys, and when I got my 497, I went up to the Ranger mic. I'll never go back to an A static.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm running a static with my 497 right now.
Yeah, that 497 is made for a 200 ohm mic, and that is static's 150.
Gotcha.
Put a Ranger on it, it'll sound way more better. Remember, guys, everything with radios, mics, or antennas, whatever, anything with radio is all about math. It's all numbers. And
Hey Jay, real quick, we're up to 6,600 likes.
205 chili peppers.
oh, red hot chili peppers.
I've had enough chili, but we ain't gonna go there.
And 2 galaxies.
Yes, in 2 galaxies.
Should have been 4, but I fucked up.
2 chili peppers, 2 galaxies, and a Ranger.
Yep, there you go. But no, anyway, as Jay was saying, radios, everything, it's all about math, and it took me a while to understand it. Once I understood it, it's all about numbers. Numbers and math don't lie.
Yeah, it's all about numbers. Everyone's opinion at the end of the day really doesn't mean anything because it's about what the numbers say. And if you don't like the numbers, then you got to change something.
All right.
You know, now you got to remember, guys, back in the old days, them old Road King mics made by Telex were very good. And those days are gone.
That's not entirely true. I still got 2 of the original Telex Road Kings sitting in a box out in the garage.
Well, yeah, and those mics are good. But the newer Road Kings are just not good.
Oh, they're not even good for fishing weights. They're garbage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah, I've got one of the original Road Kings too, and
Hey, Jimmy,
they're a
welcome
great
in.
mic.
Brantley got the number 2 gifter badge.
Oh shit! I know Mr. Brantley there. Boy, he's really happy with his radio. He should have seen him when he left the shop. He was
Yep.
like a 3-peckered goat.
Al, when I showed up with the order from your house today, his eyes just like lit up.
I put that striker on the bench and turned it on, and I was going through everything with him. And then when I flipped the switch over to the weather band and the weather channel came on, man, he got all happy. And that's a pretty cool feature. I like that. I think that's smart to have that for truckers, right? I mean, you got to know what the weather is.
Yeah, they got that in the Anytones too. The Quad 5 anyway, not the Quad 6, but
Oh, yeah, cool.
Hey, Milton, welcome in.
it's nice, and you can set it to, like, if your radio is in idle for a while, it'll switch to the weather band.
Oh, no kidding. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I was going to say, all of my GMRS radios, I make sure every one of them's got all the weather bands programmed into them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, one of my Kenwood handhelds, I've actually got their tone out codes, and I've got it set up so that if I'm scanning it and it's quiet, it'll actually tone out my radio.
Oh, wow. Shit, where did Redbeard
Here's
go?
a good one. If you've got those kind of dual band radios, if you're running dual band radios, something else you need to look into is programming to SARnet frequencies. Those are pretty handy in a time of emergency.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I got all the search
Yep.
and rescue, New Mexico, civilian
Evening,
and
Milton.
military, Kirtland Air Force Base. Yeah, I got all that
I would
shit in
flip your
there.
camera around. That way they don't peg you.
Yeah, they don't kick you out.
Yeah.
Hit it
That's
back
why
up.
mine's that's why mine's set the way it is.
Yeah, Jeffrey, turn your camera around or just turn it off because if they see you driving, they're going to bust you for that. God forbid.
Now, with
I mean,
the
before.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
With the Ranger mics, do they have the length of the statics? Because like mine hangs from in between, pretty much at my back window because I have a day cab. So I like the length of it. Do the Rangers have the length on the cable still?
If you're in a day cab, so the window's right behind the seat, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it'll reach back there. But the nice thing about the Rangers is those cords don't stretch out like the static ones do and they get all limp and shit. the radio in my wife's truck and mine, those mics are almost 4 years old and they still look brand new. The cords are fine.
Gotcha, yeah, because I got the static with the stainless stuff around it.
Yeah, the metal cord. Yeah. All right, he is back. Men in Black.
Milton says, "Evening, gents. Are you assuming my gender?"
Yes.
Did you say I was happier than a three-legged goat?
Yeah, happier than a three-peckered goat. That's right. Happier than a pig and shit. And I'll tell you guys a funny story about that. There's a gas station up here on the mountain, and there's a guy that works in there, dresses like a woman, nail polish, makeup, all that shit. Every time I go in there, I look right at him and I go, "Hey, dude, what's up?" He's never said a word to me. "Oh, I'm doing fine. How are you today?" "I'm doing great, man. Have a good one."
See, Jeremy goes, my dad gave me his Striker 655 HP. I have a 4.5 Francis and a Roadkill 56 mic. SWR is 1 bar.
Nice. That tuned up good. But here's the problem with Francis, and we talked about this the other night on a live. They got a real thin wire in them. You smack something and it breaks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And
That's right.
Jeremy goes, is the Francis too small?
For what? What do you mean too small?
If it tunes up, it's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Ranger with the stainless stuff on it ever?
What's that?
Did they ever make a Ranger mic with the stainless surround around it?
No.
I didn't think so.
Jeremy goes, not enough wattage.
Yeah, that's true.
Back at the truck stop.
That man there is on a mission.
Yes,
Yeah, he is.
He's
But
on a
hopefully-
mission from the CB god.
Well, you know what's cool, man? See, this is why I like doing these lives, to help people out, right? So, I mean, between all of us, if we can't help them out, I don't know. Jeffrey, what kind of a truck is it? Is it a Ford or a Dodge? Or Chevy?
Ford dually.
See, that could be one problem right there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hey.
Man's just cruising. Damn. Back to the back of the truck stop already.
Yeah, man, he's not playing no games tonight.
No, that was a straight beeline.
Throw him up
Hey,
in the
he
eye
did
box,
circle the
RJ.
#1 problem with his truck.
That's right.
Hey, Virgil, they also did the same thing with Peterbilt. They circled the same thing as well. So
Oh,
Peterbilt
okay.
outrun that Ford.
I'm going to
Not
tell
the
you
one
what,
I'm
guys. Now, Peterbilt's, Kenworths, Internationals, we have pretty good luck with those trucks. Freightliners and Volvos, ugh. Man, such a hard
Especially
time.
the Freightliner and
Atomic.
Cascadias, because the antennas are built into headache racks. I mean, the
The headliner. Yeah, it's built in the headliner, and those just don't work. That antenna was designed by a guy in a suit and tie behind a desk.
Jay, throw him up in the big box.
So they don't have it.
Then you gotta point him in the right direction.
Okay, what are you looking for, Jeffrey? Let's start there.
Both the meter and the.
Okay, where do they got the meters at, Jeffrey?
The meter should be hanging up over on the wall with the antennas and coax and all that stuff.
yeah, typically.
But that looks like a mom and pop's truck stop, so they may not have it.
It could very well be in the case. I know in our truck stop, ours are in the case.
When all else fails, ask.
Yep.
That's right.
Ain't nothing wrong with asking.
Nope.
Worst thing you can say is you don't got it.
See, Antoine goes 5:16 in the morning from the salt mine in the Keystone State. Break.
Hey, what's going on, Mr. 516? How are you tonight, sir?
Yeah, our truck stop don't have shit for
Yeah.
TV wise. I think they
Hey,
got.
guys. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, man, I was just going to say, I just wanted to thank everyone for all the likes, all the shares, all the gifts. And, man, these lives are so much fun. I enjoy the hell out of this with all you guys. It's really cool.
Do you have any CV,
I
SWR
want to
meters?
have to drop off here for a minute. I got to go take some measurements on some
All right, I
tanks
appreciate
and
it.
hook up my hoses. I will be back.
Okay, sounds good, my
Alrighty.
friend. Thanks.
Yeah. So anyway, our CB shop has. I think they have. Oh, look at that mall crawler. Just giving you shit.
Right.
Um,
Nice.
no, I
It's a
think they
cool
have
truck.
a
That
line
was
of.
a no-go.
Okay, so then what I would do is do not key up on that radio. You can listen to it all you want. Just don't transmit until you get your hands on a good SWR meter, and we'll try it again.
Does
So
that have an
now,
internal?
now you know it doesn't.
Good thinking
Now you
this.
know what you're what you're doing, and
That's right.
let's do this. Do you feel safe where you're at right now to play with that antenna, or no?
Yeah, I can pull over to the side.
Well, just or back up there so you get some light, and let's try some of your other antennas and let's see what happens.
I mean, I know they say don't trust the one in the radio, but does that one read any better than the external?
His doesn't have one in the radio. Most Connexes don't.
Oh,
All right. What other options do we have? I think this is something cheap.
That don't even look like a CB antenna.
Yeah, I
They
don't
really
know
don't.
what that is.
Then we got the Wilson 2000.
That's the one you already tried, right?
Right. And then I have this one, but I'm not sure if I have an Allen head with me that I can change out the end there.
Yeah.
But
Does that one have a stud in the bottom of it to screw it in?
It don't. I don't know what I'm thinking. I might have a stud at home. I'm actually gonna head home and see if I have one.
Okay.
DJ, if you're able, you might want to get rid of that
Clean my
last
truck
time.
out.
No, Grandpa Roger, we already changed coax.
And I know you're thinking this guy's truck and the inside looks like crap, but I had to
That's a
take
Oh
a
Ford.
no,
It's better than most.
HVAC panel off. I had
man,
to take
I've
a
seen
panel
way
off
worse.
the test on another truck today at work. I'm a mechanic, and it was $500 for the panel. So I was like, I'll just take it out of mine and see if it works. And if it does, well, he can go get him one.
Hey CJ, who's that Panda Chloe there in the comments? Check her out. No, dude, your truck ain't bad. I'll give you. I'll tell you a story. I had a guy come in. All he wanted me to do was go in his truck, check all the knobs on his radio, make sure it was set right. It took me 30 seconds because I could not breathe in his truck. It was so nasty. And when I got out of his truck, I could smell him in my nose for the next 6 hours.
Yeah.
I'm not making that up. I could smell him all day long.
Well, the funny thing is, I hope Tony likes the smell of coconut and tropical, because the inside of my truck directly smells like a nice tanning salon.
Yeah, no, your truck was nice, dude. Yeah, no, it.
Hey, Virgil, you and me have seen inside of some of them pilot cars. I don't know if he's still
Yeah.
in. I had to step out.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm still here.
That's one of them things where you're cruising down the road, throw it in the back seat. Next stop you hit, clean her out.
Did you
I'm
say
gonna jump
smell
on.
you later?
Right?
I'm kind of out of the car getting topping off my go-go juice.
Getting some
Hey,
petrol.
that's the reason why I keep a damn jug of damn Febreze in my truck.
Yeah, there you go.
Every morning I get up, I spray my truck.
Hey,
Yeah,
Virgil,
I had
how
a
many
guy.
pilot cars did we see that you looked in, you're like, oh, I need a ride, but yet from what, the top of the
Oh
dash
my
all the way to
God.
the back of the car, there was like no way you could even get in?
Wow.
What about when Pops kept a damn cooler ice chest in the front seat and it sweat so bad that you could smell the fucking mildew in his truck?
I remember that.
Damn.
Believe me, that was a smell I'd forgotten about. I mean, there's one other person we could talk about, but you know I ain't going there with her. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There was a guy, first company I worked for. His nickname was Kool-Aid,
Oh boy.
and he had his entire. If he turned his defrost on, it would blow cigarette ashes up across the windshield into the truck. The trash
Oh,
was piled
wow.
up to the passenger side window, all back behind him where the sleeper was. He slept in his seat, and he would buy clothes at the truck stop, wear them for 7 or 8 days until they got bad, take a shower, buy new clothes, throw those away, and just keep recycling.
That's
Jesus.
really ignorant. Isn't it cheaper to do laundry than it is to buy clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that's crazy, Brantley. Could you imagine living that way, dude? Ugh.
I didn't know him very long. They ended up finding him at the Route 66 casino and is still in the driver's seat.
Aw, that's too bad. You know, though, with that said, I mean, obviously he had some mental issues going on, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, who knows what was going on in that man's life? That's too bad.
I mean, he was a nice
It,
guy. I'd always talk to him. There was more to the story that I didn't know about.
Sure, always is.
What
I
do you
That's
got
one
got
there?
thing
something.
I.
I'll be right back.
What does
Okay,
CJ
copy
got
that.
there?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, 10-4, man. And something my dad taught me at a very young age, 10, 11 years old. He said, when a guy comes into your shop and he's in a bad mood, don't bark back at him. You don't know what's going on in that man's life. He could have just found out his wife was cheating on him. You don't know. So be kind to him. Make his day better. You be the reason why his day gets better. And man, that's been damn good advice my old man gave me because 9 times out of 10, he's right.
good night there, Milton 73.
What do you got up there,
73
CJ?
from New Jersey.
Waiting
I
for
was
Jay to
born
look
in
at his monitor.
Newton, New Jersey.
Up there in Boston.
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 Hell yeah. Thanks, dude. That's
Very good.
badass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, dude. Thank you, man. That's really cool.
Found that in the Love's truck stop.
If I'd have had any on me, I would have gave you one of my chief coins before I left.
Sweet. Yeah, that would have been cool. Next time you come through, man, I don't know if you noticed that wall there up against the door, but I call that wall the American trucker. And anyone who's in the military, I always tell them like to bring a division patch or something like that, or a sticker or whatever, and we put on that wall. So yeah, man, if you want to bring over a patch or a coin, I love it. I have a lot of people give me coins and stuff, and it's cool. I really do. I really do appreciate stuff like that.
I'll grab one when I'm at the house and bring it back when I swing back through.
That'd be awesome, man. And by that time, you should have had a
Hey, Chris Customs, welcome in.
"What's up, Chris?"
I don't know if you guys
And
like old bar signs, but
I love old bar signs.
there you
You
go.
ought to see the shifter in my truck. It's a beer tap.
Oh, you're gonna get a light glare from that one. Hold on. See if I can block it out. There we go.
What's going on, guys?
Hey,
What's up,
Chris, how's it
Chris?
going?
There's an old Blatz one. That's an old bar lamp. The light that lights up, and then so does the bar.
Wow, cool.
Cool.
All the High Life, or damn near all of them.
Oh, dude, you need to get me one with a wolf on it.
Hey,
Yeah,
Carlita.
I don't know if you can. Hold on. There's light glare. Let's see if that. That probably won't do it either.
Hey, Taterhead, welcome in.
Anything with wolves or bald eagles, man, I love it.
That's awesome. Miller High Life, that's cool.
I got that one, the eagle,
Oh,
Yeah.
the deer, And then the bear.
Nice. What's the difference between beer nuts and deer nuts?
Then there's an old style lamp, and then a genuine draft lamp.
That's cool, man.
Nice. Hey, John, welcome in.
Yeah, I like old stuff like that. It's neat.
Trying to think if I got anything else old lying around down here. I think that's it.
Okay. Hey, Chris, what are you up to tonight, man?
Getting ready to crash out.
Had a long day?
Yeah, actually had a decent amount of work today. Then the last 2 nights in a row, I've stayed up pretty late, so it's time to get to bed early.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, we were busy today at the shop too, man. It was pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah,
Nice. I
thank
was
God.
messing with the lasers. I got home and fed all my animals and started working on the laser right away, and the project I was working on didn't work.
Dude,
Oh
that's cool.
no.
That's an old piggy bank.
Oh
That's
Man,
wow.
I
cool.
like that.
I bet you that's worth something.
I like
Oh,
that a
yeah.
lot.
There's a Cubs one too.
I kind of quit watching
Nice.
after we lost Dale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the same.
And then you get little me.
All
Oh
right,
wow, look
baby
at that.
pictures.
Guys,
Back
I'll,
in
I'll show you guys a funny
1998.
picture. I'll show you guys a funny picture. Hold on.
Oh, I do have more old shit laying around here. Actually, this is actually kind of suiting.
It's me, my dad, and my sister. I was about 10 years old.
Wow.
That's a good picture.
It is a good picture.
That's the Grand Tetons behind us.
Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
Nice. Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Is it this one? Oh yeah, this one's actually got little antennas on it too.
Nice. I know
And
Cool.
Chris and I talked about Tamaya makes an RC semi truck.
Yeah,
that
they
one's
make a
got
few.
antennas,
Hey,
Yeah.
Tyler,
and
welcome in.
it's even got mud flaps
Nice.
that are
Check
real.
out the RC semi trucks by Tamaya. You want to
Hey,
see
Yeah,
Chris
some
71,
crazy
welcome in.
I think it's
stuff,
called
dude?
King Holler.
King Holler, that's it. Yep. And it's got lights, it's got sound, it's
There you go.
it's got everything. You can even connect and disconnect the trailer remotely, all sorts of cool stuff.
That's badass.
Oh, this is a
There's
Harley.
a lot of guys that are customizing
Harley
them
truck.
too, extending the chassis.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're going all out on them. They look like a show
Look
truck.
at that. Oh, that's cool, Chris. I didn't know that. Look at that. That little Harley Davidson
That's
truck.
cool.
That's cool.
Hey, Greg, welcome in.
Trailer comes down, and then it'll actually sit too.
Yep, that's nice.
That is nice.
These
Yeah.
I got from my grandpa right before he passed.
Nice. Yeah, Bart, check out that King Holler by Tamaya. Watch the videos on that, dude. It's nuts. 2-speed or 3-speed transmission. You can shift with the remote. Lights, sound. You can drop the landing gear by remote. You can unhook the trailer, all that stuff.
If
No,
you guys want to see pretty in detailed about the RC stuff, look up the Lafayette Farm Toy Show. They have a whole room pretty much dedicated to RC, and they got conveyors running, doing mining, excavators, the
yeah,
semis,
cool.
all
I've
that.
seen those. Those are cool.
I've seen one that's like
Hey,
almost
Johnny,
like an
welcome
entire
in.
city.
Hey, Jeffrey, welcome back.
What was that, Chris?
I've seen one that's almost an entire city.
I think I saw that one on YouTube.
Yeah,
These got
I've shared a couple on Facebook.
these got real glass windows in them too.
Nice.
Wow. You know what RC I would like to get is one of those Liebherr crane systems that I've been seeing lately. I'd love to get one of those and set it up.
Yeah,
I've got
Hey, Bryce, welcome in.
I've got a Hess fuel truck, a tanker from the '60s, still in the box that my grandpa gave me.
Wow.
And what is it?
It's about the same size as those trucks, but you put batteries in the trailer and all the lights light up.
Hmm.
There you go.
It's the Hess trucks.
Yeah,
You said yours
yep,
is a tanker?
yeah. I got the tanker and I got the other one, the box truck.
Hell yeah, I have
Jeffrey
the box
says
truck.
thank you. Headed home to look for CB parts. LOL. Grandpa Roger says he has a 1/10 scale RC Peterbilt.
Nice. Is that the Tamiya
Nice.
one?
I bet you it is.
You guys
I think it
remember?
has to be, right, Chris? There's no other company that makes them, right?
Hey,
I
Tobias,
haven't
welcome in.
seen any other companies.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I don't know if you guys
If
were
there
ever.
is one that's actually making a peanut butter, a Peterbilt, I want one.
Yeah, right.
I don't
Okay,
know if
someone else is thinking of food besides me.
You said peanut butter. Now I'm hungry again.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, I was about to go to bed, and I said, "Man, I should make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich." I said, "No, it's too late."
Like I
That's
said, I'm
nonsense,
sparing
Bob.
y'all for me eating tonight.
1,500. Do you have it on your profile there? I'd like to see that.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know if you guys were ever into Pinewood Derby cars or whatever. It was more of a scouts thing, but I got two of them laying up here too.
Yeah, I remember doing those when I was a kid too, and I had them somewhere. I don't know what happened to them.
We did those CO2 cars.
Yeah, I still got those, the drag cars.
I
Yeah,
Get
never,
my
I never got to run mine.
get
yeah,
like my 8-year-old painting, but filled with lead.
See,
that's cool,
Grandpa
man.
says it's over 1,500. Wow,
Oh
fifteen
yeah,
hundred dollars.
Oh,
well they get if you
Believe it.
put all the accessories on them, it's more than that. I mean,
Oh yeah.
shit, I got a crawler with
Yeah, we'd
lights,
like to see that.
rock lights, a winch.
That's what I do. I got a drag car I run.
got
Yeah,
the
and
good.
his drag car and that crawler of mine, shit, we got like $2,700 in that car.
Wow. Grandpa Roger goes, I'm gonna start posting soon. I build custom RC crawlers and RC drag cars. Nice.
I
Yeah,
got a
you ought to see
crawler on
some
the
of the
way
stuff
too.
we build. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
I said I got a crawler on the way too.
Nice.
Got the good old
Look,
Duke Wood
look at
station.
that. Hold on.
What is that?
Pinewood Derby.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Oh
God, I haven't
yeah,
done
nice.
Pinewood Derby since I was in freaking elementary.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, this one's got the lead in there too, and then
Oh yeah.
this one's got a shitload of lead in it.
Yeah.
Now we know how we won everything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Grandpa Roger, all of our drag cars have carbon fiber frames on them.
Yeah, go check
And
out my page real quick, Grandpa.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
you'd like his page.
We did everything you could. Sand down the nails for the wheels, sand down the wheels,
Oh yeah.
everything.
Dude, I made a Pinewood Derby car and we hid tire weights in that sumbitch and put wood putty over it, sanded it down real nice, and then painted it and you couldn't even tell.
Grandpa goes, I have a carbon fiber chassis for my RC drag car. Nice. Hey, Ronnie, and actually welcome him.
Now, on the topic of mics and all that, what makes the Ranger mic so good on the 497s?
Well, so it's all about numbers, right? It's a 200 ohm mic, and the board and the radio is designed for a microphone with 200 ohms. So you got to remember the engineer for Stryker used to be the engineer for Ranger. Wink, wink. That's where that came from.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so like your Galaxies, Connexes, obviously RCI, even Cobras, man. I put Ranger mics on Cobra radios, and people in the parking lot were like, "Dude, is that a Connex?" Nope, it's a Cobra.
What do one
But
of those mics run?
I sell the black ones for $50 and the chrome ones for 55.
Gotcha. How much? I was watching one of your videos earlier today. How much are them CB wraps you sell?
The CB wrap $40.
Gotcha.
Oh, I just
Are
found a
they
gem.
band specific, or do they fit most of them?
So there's really only two sizes for the most part of radios. You got your standard size like a Cobra 29 or a Uniden. So I got them in that size, and then I got them in what's called the export radio size. So they're a little
Oh, okay.
bit bigger. Yeah, they fit all the Connexes, Galaxies, Rangers. Those are a little bit bigger radios, and it fits all those.
Nice.
Yeah, those radio wraps
I,
are cool.
I stumbled across a video of your amps today.
Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, those are pretty neat.
Yeah. And they're not that big, so that's why I say, if you and I customize them up, it won't take that long. They're not that big.
Oh yeah.
But,
The thing is sometimes the paints that when I have to make a paint, sometimes I can't make a minimum amount smaller than a pint.
sure.
See, real
Is it
quick, Grandpa
possible to
goes. Sorry.
keep that paint though?
Yeah, it'll keep as long as I don't activate all of it. It'll keep for a while.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So maybe we'll just do that, or I don't know, Chris. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Some of them I can make like up, down as far as a half pint, but
Sure.
but yeah.
That's when you just give her the good old 5 or 6 coats and pray.
Yeah, need some helper springs to hold it up.
So,
Hey, one
Grandpa
for rust,
Roger.
2 for dust, 3 for running water.
Yeah,
That's right.
So Grandpa Roger goes, I'm building a custom SCX6 rock bouncer. So I've been welding for a while.
Nice.
Oh, you making that of steel?
Tubular chassis.
Aluminum, maybe. If he does aluminum welding.
I got that
Aluminium.
wizard. I got the wizard coming.
Yeah.
B&M, can you follow me up? I'm going to get rid of that thing out.
Well, check him out first. He might be from a different country. Sometimes they talk that way.
Yeah, but I'm looking at his, the way he's got stuff set up. That's what I'm looking at.
Hey, B&M, what country are you from?
And he goes back, I from USA. He gone.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. That's a strange page.
Yeah, and the
Okay.
lettering that's in it, it just doesn't, that doesn't sit right.
Yeah, do what you got to do, CJ.
All right, he's out.
Tempo.
Deuces.
So there's a whole lot of bot spam accounts.
Oh
Yeah, like his came up when I opened it. It was like DH Jeff 6, and then it had a bunch of other, like, yeah, no, you ain't a real account.
Look at what Grandpa Roger wrote. I am calling you about your car's
Back to
extended
car's
warranty.
extended warranty.
Now, when people order from you, do you do it on like a website or just do it over the phone?
I contacted my web builder and just paid that sumbitch $3,200, and he's
Damn.
building me a new website as we speak. Be about 4 or 6 weeks. So I'm building a whole new website. But so what
How
people
often
do
you have to
now?
pay them?
So what's that?
How often do you have to pay them?
Well, that's a one-time fee to build the site.
Oh.
For them to do all the maintenance, it's $275 a year.
Uh-huh.
But and which is fine with me. I don't have time to deal with that shit. So, but anyway, what people do is for the last almost 5 years, they just
Hey,
call the
Jose,
shop,
come in.
order what they want, and just pay for it with a credit card over the phone, and we ship out twice a week, Wednesday and Friday.
Gotcha.
Get
8376.
shipments in on Tuesday, ship them out on Wednesday.
Well, so I get 2 shipments in a week, and it's usually like Monday and Thursday, Monday and Friday. And but UPS has really been slacking, man. What used to take 2 days is now taking 4.
That is no shit.
It's the truth, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, it's like I sent a money order out from Tempe, Arizona, had it overnighted to Winsboro, Texas, because it's part of my car payment. And it took 4 days to get there, and it was set overnight. I paid over $100 for that. Still
So
took
much
1 day.
for fucking weather.
And then I sent out a money order through UPS Priority with their next day delivery. Took almost a month and a half, and it was tracked, certified, everything. And it's like, yeah, no, it doesn't matter who you send it to. It's never going to get there on time.
Man, we were supposed to have good weather all week, and then now it's fucking, the wind just picked up, and it's fucking probably 30 to 40 mile an hour winds out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Grandpa goes, so your amps have been seen, and I can't see to find them.
I think you meant to say your amps have been sent, but I can't seem to find them. Yeah, no shit, right? And I remember it was probably 2023. I ordered some stuff, and then I get an email from UPS saying, well, because of COVID, it might be delayed. Man, that pissed me off. I called them up, and I said, are you guys still playing that bullshit game? It's 2023. We all know it's horse shit. Stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
I will say COVID was quote unquote bad and all. But man, I miss being able to do 75 down the 405 through LA with no traffic.
76. Why'd you get banned?
Yeah.
Yeah, 376. What happened, man?
Oh boy.
We didn't ban you. What's up?
He might have got too many warnings. I don't know.
Oh, I see. 307 amplifiers are out of Wyoming.
We're 100 likes shy of 7,000.
Nice.
I was talking to myself on the live. Jeffrey found the missing piece of the puzzle.
Oh boy.
Okay.
What did you find?
All right,
Okay,
Chloe. Bye-bye,
yep,
Chloe.
yep, she's gone.
U.S.
I wanted
top
a
agency.
surprise.
Apply for support and gifts.
Yeah.
That's the same profile as the other one, or same profile
really?
picture.
Yeah, same profile picture, just a different name attached.
Would you like fluffy pillow?
Would you like me to fluff your pillow?
Fluff your pillow, rub your feet.
toes?
Yeah, Grandpa Roger. 307 amps. He's out of Wyoming.
I think he's wondering if he's like asking where they're at, if they came in yet.
No, they'll be in on Friday.
Where can you see them?
Friday. What's that, Chris?
I guess I should slow down since I'm in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Slow down. What are you doing over there? Running?
I found them on 307 amps.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go to his.
He's wanting to see, yeah.
You can go to his page, 307 amps, or you can look at his website. He also has Facebook and a TikTok page. And if you go to his TikTok or Facebook, 307 amps, you can look at his videos. He tests them all out, shows you all the different stuff.
Yeah, 19's been quiet tonight. Even on 54, it's been quiet.
Yeah.
It was quiet up here all day.
Mine's not quiet anymore.
Yeah. Well, 54 is where all the bull haulers run from Kansas to Texas. I haven't heard a thing on here all night.
Jeffrey is back.
TJ, where are you going?
Grand Forks, North Dakota.
Oh, up in my country, kind of.
Don't you know, eh?
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to going up there.
You'll still
Jeffrey,
you'll
what did
be
you
9
find?
hours for me.
We're better. We're
What
like
did you find?
1.8.
Okay, we're getting better now. Now, you said you found the missing link, so I'm assuming you got a meter.
No, I found the little threaded piece to hook up the monkey antenna.
Oh. So, excuse me, at a 1.8, it's not bad. You're not going to blow the radio up as long as you keep your power turned down. But
Now,
we're
let me make
heading in the
sure.
right direction.
Well, I'm sorry. Hang on. Let me make sure I'm right
No,
here.
you're good, man.
Is it at the bottom? Is the SWR correct?
Oh, I can barely see
I
your
know it's
meter, dude.
hard to tell.
Well, one's going to say watts, one's going to say SWR. And the SWR, I think, only goes to 3.
Okay, it's going to be. Okay, let me see here then. It's a little over 3 SWR.
Well, that's what it was before, right?
Yeah, it was way further over before.
Turn your camera back on.
All right. It was way further before. It was like pegging a meter out. Now we're a little over 3.
All right, so you're getting closer. Can
Right.
you
Did you recalibrate it?
376, yeah. Sometimes you have to put it private.
Yeah, it looks like he's sitting right about 3 there.
Yeah. Did you? Okay, now try to extend the whip out of that antenna about 2 inches. See what it does.
All right. Let me go grab a wrench for that. Got y'all on here. I know y'all was talking about a little die cast. Peterbilts. I had to show y'all my little Peterbilt.
Hey, I'm that guy. Welcome in.
Oh boy. What's he gonna pull out?
We're going to the
It's
back
got to
40.
be his mount.
Oh yeah, there you go.
We're getting there. I got to keep it hid.
Back to the back 40 we go.
I feel like I'm watching an episode of Cops.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Bad boys, bad boys.
What you gonna do
Evening,
when
I'm
they
that
come for
guy.
you?
Oh
Nice.
hell yeah.
Nice.
Peterbilt pickup.
That's gonna be badass, dude.
Hell yeah.
One
And
day.
we're in a steel building, so connection go bye-bye.
Yep. I'm that guy 139.
Ooh.
Good evening, my friend.
Hell yes.
A big old cat motor.
A nice little chop to that thing. Oh.
It's actually a 5.9 Cummins.
Oh,
Painted like a cat.
coming. Yeah, there you go. Dude, that's nice. That's going to be cool when it's done. I like to
5.9
see that when
Cummins
that's done.
12.
Oh, that's going to make all them cat boys mad.
I know, right?
Oh yeah.
Psych. Psych.
It's funny as hell because
12 years.
I'm a die.
What's that, AJ?
Said I'm a die-hard cat guy, and I got a buddy that's a die-hard Detroit guy, and I seen he has a cat poster hanging up in his shop, so I've been blowing him shit about that. And
Nice horn link.
He took the damn thing down after he seen that I seen it.
A-arm suspension.
Hey, I'm that guy. Welcome in.
And nothing sounded better than a good tuned 6NZ with some 7-inch Lincolns.
There you go.
What kind of chassis is that?
94 Dodge pickup 2500.
Nice.
It's been converted.
That's
to
cool,
a
man.
Full length.
Hell yeah. Y'all see that guy out there? There's a guy out there that's making conversion kits for those diesel pickups, putting little bitty semi-truck bodies on them.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen those. Scroll down on my page and you'll see a blue 1950 Ford truck cab sitting on a shortened F450 chassis with a Cummins.
Dude, that truck you painted came out beautiful.
Yeah, that flatbed.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the funnest ones I've done.
That thing came out absolutely gorgeous, man. That was so nice.
And he sold it.
Really?
Hey, Jay. So apparently there's a thunderstorm going through Albuquerque because I'm getting lightning alerts in Albuquerque.
It's
Really?
quiet now, but it's a little slightly cloudy, but not bad.
Yeah, Chris
I
is in
just got
Albuquerque.
I was gonna say, because I just got a lightning alert in Albuquerque for the airport area.
Somebody at the airport ate Taco Bell.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm pulling up the weather map. Let me check it out.
I can kind of see some clouds through my window, but it's nothing major.
Kind of off topic here, but you guys remember yesterday when we were talking about, the CB shops that, really don't know what they're doing and all that?
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking, I went to the one that I was telling you, the dude was kind of showed me my CB was working and said he peaked and tuned it. I paid with a credit card, and my mom, my dad, and me, all three, have the same credit card linked to the same account for the company. And
Mm-hmm.
the fucker got hacked right after that. Can't prove it was him, but it was for a bunch of Verizon charges. Is just pretty convenient.
That's
Wow.
weird. Now, like my credit card machine, like when you swipe the card on my machine, I don't get your information. So I don't know how that works. Now,
Yeah. So like, and I can actually answer that being with how my stuff's set up. So depending on how that CD shop set up, like if you did it through Square, Clover, or one of those other online processors, they have to follow what they call PCI, which is a protection for your credit card information. I take credit cards. I have to do a PCI compliance every year because I can take your card over the phone or I can send you an invoice. And it basically says, hey, we don't get your information. We don't use it any other way, shape, or form. Well, if let's say his credit card processors through like Verifone, where they don't have that PCI compliance, depending on who it's set up with, he can easily go in to the software and pull your entire credit card info. Now, with that being said, if you have like a chip card or you have the pay to tap on any of your cards, it gives a one-time token and it can only be used. So if you swipe it, it'll leave that token open for 48 hours. But with the tap or chip feature, it's only good until the transaction's been authorized and then it cancels that token out, if that makes sense.
hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can't prove that it wasn't at a gas station that one of their cards didn't get hacked, but it was just pretty weird to get charged to Verizon. And I mean, it was less than a day after.
Well,
Well, you
where
guys
were
have a
the
good night.
Verizon?
I'm going to hit it.
Oh, okay, man. Thank you very much for being on here. 73s. I appreciate
No
it, man. It's
problem.
fun.
73,
Yeah.
Chris.
Later.
Yeah, well, good night.
See you later,
Later,
kids.
later, buddy.
Real quick,
Um, where
376
were those
for
charges
as
paid
far.
for?
It didn't say, it just said Verizon.
Well, they can look that up and see like which city it was paid for, right? So like
Yeah, I mean, this
state and
was
city.
a couple year ago, but yeah, I was
Yeah.
just thinking about that today. I was like, yeah, I'll have to tell them guys about that.
Well, it's like even at my shop. So when people buy stuff over the phone, and you're telling me your credit card number over the phone, and I'm just punching it in the machine, but I don't save it. I don't write it down. I just punch it in, and boom, it's done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if
And
you
And
started having that happen a lot, man, talk about losing business. Bad word of mouth goes a long ways.
oh, yeah.
absolutely, I agree 100%, man. Customer
Yes.
service is everything.
Yep. Hey,
And
Jay, real quick.
what's up?
Hey, 376. So where does Mud Duck talk? Mud Duck is no longer around. He's gone bye bye.
Hey, CJ, I'll be right back.
Okay. And as far as the other Mud Duck that comes in here, he's just a random one that comes in and just hangs out with the rest of us. But yeah, the actual Mud Duck, he's gone bye bye. He's no longer around. So that's why no one
Yeah,
hears him. Hey, Bryce, welcome
Gra-
in.
Grandpa Roger might have a point. It might be the mount. Like I'm curious to see what just a regular mag mount on the roof, if that would change anything.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
was
Luma
looking at
duty,
it.
though, ain't it? Is that a
Yeah,
Luma duty?
yeah. If it's
Yeah,
aluminum, it may not fit. It may not work.
that's true.
And again, like he said about the mount, because I was even looking at that, and it looks like an aluminum mount drilled in. But then, being videos done at night, it's a little harder to tell.
That mount's welded on, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm back. I finally got this
Alrighty.
screw freed up. I guess the stainless was trying to gall it or something.
Hmm.
How much play is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
supposed
yeah.
to have?
Nice, Jeff.
It only moves like maybe half to 3/4 of an inch. Is that about right?
It could be,
Okay, I'm
but
back.
like,
What's up?
right. So he's asking how much play his whip should have from the coil.
Shouldn't have any.
Like the adjustable part?
Yeah, just tighten down that set screw. You should be all right. Pull it out a couple inches from where it was originally and then tighten it down.
Well, it won't.
Recap.
It's only in it about an inch deep.
How
Should it
how
go
far
inside?
down? How far down will it go?
That's as far as it'll go with like an inch from the very bottom of it.
I haven't
All
seen a
right.
problem as
Well,
long as it
shit.
is in an inch.
Mud goes, he must be a young guy. All that running around he's doing to the shop and back.
35, but feel like I'm 55.
Yeah. Bullshit. Wait till you hit 55. You'll see.
I would definitely move the truck closer to the shop.
So that's the deepest it can go into it.
Huh.
Is that where you had it before?
It was at the very bottom.
Pull it up about an inch, tighten it down, and then recalibrate the mirror and let's check it. See what happens, bud.
Otherwise, is that whip on the Wilson longer? Does that come out?
Wait till you hit
Yeah, but
63. Yeah.
yeah, but the whip on the Wilson is too thin for that.
Yep.
That's right.
Since we're on topic of it here, I'll show you guys. Maybe. How do you do it?
Diamond, Oklahoma. Yes.
I
Spent
got
way
quite
too many nights here.
little
Holy
die
shit,
cast
Steve.
Whoa,
collection.
nice.
That's cool, man.
A little bit bigger than my collection. God damn.
Then you got some over there, and then I
Jesus
think this is
Christ.
the type of
It just
truck
keeps
Jay
going.
was talking about.
Yeah, I got the one that's older than that. It's green, all green.
Do you?
Yeah,
Then I
that's
got
cool, man. There you go,
Hey,
general.
321 Texas Bulldog.
Well, you got
Thanks for
Cooter's
liking.
record, too. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Man, look at all those cars. Damn
Wagon
overachiever.
Master.
They go pretty
I
into
know, right?
detail.
Oh, hood
The company I work for, the owner still has the original. I think it's a
Which one
86
are these?
K100. I get to drive that down to Wildwood for the truck show this year.
Maybe.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah, they go pretty into detail. I mean, everything works on them, and trying to find one like the
Isn't it,
hoppers and
hey,
stuff. They
Steve,
have
isn't it past 2's bedtime?
all the warning labels and stuff, and all the low boys detach and all that.
That's
Wow.
cool, man.
That is really cool.
It's about the same
Besides,
now.
what's a bedtime, by the way, there, Steve?
Hey, Jeffrey, did you recalibrate the meter?
I did. It's about the same.
Okay. Jeffrey, tomorrow, if you can, go get a 4-foot fire stick with a tunable tip. The part number is FS4.
Okay.
Frank Sierra 4.
Is that a steel mount on there?
And try that, Jeff. What are you talking about, Bart? Which mount?
The mount welded to the...
It's
Stainless
bolted
mount?
to it. Now
Oh.
I'll tell you another trick, Jeffrey. Where that antenna mount bolts to your headache rack. Did you grind the paint off of that?
Right.
So Steve, right
did
now
not.
I'm on my way to North Dakota, but I'm driving through, or correction, I'm walking through Guyman, Oklahoma.
Nice. So Jeffrey, did you grind the paint off that headache rack before you bolted up that mirror mount?
Grind that paint off?
Yeah,
I
that'll
did
help
not
too.
because it was self-tapped into it. Okay.
Yeah, that's not enough. That's a DC voltage ground, not a RF ground. So I would take a little wire wheel.
Okay.
I would take a marker, go around that mount, then take it off. So that way you know exactly where to grind. So that way you don't take off too much. So when you put it back on, it doesn't look like shit. But
Right.
try that and get that FS4 fire stick. See what that does. And if you're still having trouble, give me a call at the shop tomorrow.
All right. I sure appreciate your help.
We did better, right? We're getting better, so we're heading in the right direction. But I also think I would definitely try to find you another SWR meter because that one being beat up might have hurt the circuitry in it. I don't know.
Okay. I'll try to locate one of those.
Yeah, and if not, Jeffrey, I got them at the shop. I got all that stuff at the shop, man. But
all right. I'll see if I can find one tomorrow. If I can find one,
yeah,
I'll try to. I'll probably order one from you.
Just spend that money and get that Striker 10 mag mount. Put it right in the center.
yeah, the SRA 10 mag mount will probably outperform that antenna anyway. Just put right.
That might be aluminum duty though.
Oh, that's right. Is your truck aluminum?
It is, but I could make it stick to the head. It is.
Okay, let's just try that. And if that still doesn't work, then we'll get you a good piece of coax and Procom.
All right.
You can ask CJ
good.
there. His pilot car came to the shop today and running a Striker antenna, solid mount, the trucker, but had Wilson coax on it. SWRs were high, ohms, receive loss, all that other stuff was off. And I said, let's do an experiment. And I just put a piece of Procom on it. Boom, SWRs dropped. All the other numbers lined right up. And, we fixed her right up.
Yep, worked perfect.
Kind of think of it this way. You don't go out and buy a 308 Savage and put a Walmart scope on it, right? So where you really want to spend the money is in the antenna system. The coax, the stud, the mount, the antenna. And if you got that squared away with a good antenna, it doesn't matter what radio you put on it. It's going to talk.
That's right. What would you say the average CB out of the box? How far will they talk?
Well, which CB are you talking about, though? They're all different.
Well, let's just say, like I have a Connex out of the box, 46.
Well, they're not out of the box. So they're a ham radio out of the box. So the technician has to convert them to a CB. And then once you convert them from 28 to 27 megahertz, then you got to retune them for that frequency. So they're not really out of the box. But let's say you had a really good antenna system on that truck, and with that radio tuned up properly, dude, if you couldn't talk 30, 40 miles, I'd be quite surprised. Now, if you really want to make that system talk, pull that mount off, clean the paint off, put the mount back on, get a 6-inch potbelly spring and a 102 whip. And dude, with that flatbed, holy shnikes, you will talk.
All right, a 6-inch, you say a 6-inch spring?
It's a 6-inch potbelly spring. You have to have that spring to add the 6 inches to the 102 whip to make it 108. That's 9 feet.
Okay. Is that something I can get from you?
Well, you can, but the problem is if I ship a 102 whip, they're going to kill us at shipping.
Right, okay.
But I bet you could order one off Amazon and get free shipping.
Wagon Master asked, is it still got the self-tappers in the mount?
Yeah, it looked like self-tappers in there. And I've done self-tappers on those mounts, on those headache racks. And matter of fact, last week I did one. Guy came in with the truck similar to yours, and I put a 102 whip on it, and it tuned right up. And he's running a cheap little Road King CB, and he's about 12 miles south of my shop in McIntosh, and I could talk to him.
I'm guessing SWRs are still an issue.
They came down a little bit, but he's still hovering around a 3. Before they were pegged. Now he's down to a 3.
That's odd.
I told him, I said, look, tomorrow try to find yourself another meter, and if you can't find one, call me. I can ship one to you. And let's start there with a good piece of coax and see what happens. But I told him on that setup, I'd put a 102 whip on it.
No, up at
All day
13,000
long.
likes.
I'd come about 8 inches off of that headache rack in the flat of the bed, drill it right in there, mount it on a spring, put a tennis ball on it, and let her eat.
I'd leave it right there and just put a 102 on it and see what it does. I did one just like that a week ago. And man, that was you can't beat a 102, right?
No, you can't beat a 102. The only problem I can see with it being on top of the truck is low clearance. You're going to beat the hell out of that thing.
Yeah, well, mine said every fucking thing in Albuquerque, and it's been on there for a long time. And one of my Jeeps been on there 16 years, and I guarantee it said everything in Albuquerque, including those lights over there at Sonic that I broke.
Hey, Jay, we're up to 13,000 likes.
Congratulations, well done.
You just got to keep teasing that 102, huh? Just keep teasing it.
You can't beat a 102. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
By the way, Jay, don't forget to order more 102s. You only had 2 left.
I did order them today. And more pot bellies. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, those antennas talk so good. On all the bull haulers that come in the shop, we put 102s on the catwalk behind the sleeper. And man, that's a talking son of a gun. Well, Mr. Brantley up there can attest for that.
Oh, yeah.
Screw it. As soon as we're off of here, I'm hitting Amazon.
Yeah, and make sure you get the 6-inch stainless steel potbelly spring, okay? You have to have that.
Maybe I'll get the mount where it goes right to the side of the box.
Yep, there you go. And just make sure you get some good coax. Got to be Procom.
Make sure you get the ones made in America.
That's right.
Not China.
I'll just
Not
grab the
China.
short piece. I'll grab my short piece from the base since it's not up for now, and then I'll get more coax.
Wagon Master goes, I got Madeline's figured out. She's too soft voice for the Ranger. Put the stock back on.
I don't know. Something's still going on there because my wife is really soft spoken and she sounds fine on the Ranger. That's okay.
Hey,
When you
321, you have a good night.
you have a good night, my friend. When you guys come to the shop, we'll get it all figured out. But at least you can hear her. That's the main thing.
Does it matter what brand for 102 or just anything I can find?
Yes, it does. So if you find one for like $25, that's a steel whip, not stainless steel. This should be around $75.
Perfect. Hey, I'm sure nobody wants to ship them because they're ungodly expensive.
Yeah, so that's why I say if you get them from Amazon, you might get free shipping.
Yeah,
Guys, I'd be more than happy to ship you any antennas you want. I'm just trying to save you money because the Postal Service will rape us because of the length.
Right, I got Prime too, so.
Yeah, there you go. I'm just trying to save you some money, man.
I'm curious if, actually, I might run to the truck stop tomorrow. I'm curious if they got one.
Yeah, can't hurt to look.
Because I know they got fire sticks and shit all over. Fire sticks,
Sure.
I don't know what else they got. A bunch of cheap shit, but.
Yeah.
Now with the Ranger mic, how's it compare to like the anesthetic for like when you're talking like noise canceling wise?
Oh, there is no compare.
Yep, there is no comparison. They are dead quiet. The only You could have the window down, the stereo on, the engine screaming, and the only thing they're going to hear is your voice.
So you got to talk pretty loud then?
Nope, but you got to have it right up against your lip. You talk in a normal voice, but when you talk on it, you're going to feel your lips brushing the screen. That's why they're designed.
Gotcha.
Oh,
So like,
and I
here's
believe it
the
was that guy who I was talking to about the driver extreme stuff. Is that right?
J Dog, I believe so.
No, yeah, it wasn't me. It was a different guy from last night.
Jesse, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Jesse.
think.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So I did some research on it. That's all rebranded stuff, and he just doubled the price.
Really?
And yeah, so like for an example, on external speakers, he wants $70 for an external speaker. Say, man, you're fucking crazy.
What's it rebranded off of?
Workman.
Really?
Yeah.
Go fucking figure.
Uh-huh.
So Amazon's got a Procom for 76 something and some change.
Yeah. That's the ones that I get at the shop.
Perfect. And then I just need the spring.
Yeah. 6-inch pot belly. Mount. And coax.
Now, is there
Actually,
any
I'll just pull the short piece off of my base antenna.
Okay. What was that, AJ?
Is there any difference in the Ranger mic, the chrome versus the black?
No, the only difference is the color. That's all.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I'm going to be honest with you. If you got a mic keeper and it hangs, my wife has the chrome mic in her pickup, and I don't like it because if you're driving into the sun reflects off of it right in your eyes.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, I'd probably go after the black mic, but I guess it depends where you keep your microphone.
Yeah, mine, it runs across like the cab, clear back to the back window, and hangs beside my head there.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, AJ. That's right. I forgot. If it's
Gotta have
back
that
there,
super truckish status.
that's right. Got the air out of the seat, sitting on the floorboard.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
I rode like that for a while, but the bag was busted. So.
Oh shit.
Then you lay in bed all night bitching because your back hurts.
That's right.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I do that anyway.
Yeah, because you hit that certain age and that shit happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the good times when I used to get out of bed and not make sound effects.
Yeah. Now I can make
I
a
remember
Rice
those
Krispies
days.
commercial.
Right? Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies.
That's it. Well, with that said, young man, since your microphone is hanging so far back there, you'll probably be okay if you wanted a chrome one. But if it
Okay.
hangs in the front, I don't recommend them.
Gotcha. And you said you're pretty confident that the cord would reach and all that?
Well, if it's a day cab, it has to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's
Yeah,
not
I
that far
think
of a
so.
distance.
Yeah, because like where my CB's out on my dash, even with me pulling it all the way back, I mean, it still has plenty of pulling. That's almost to my back seat.
Okay, yeah, because like my anesthetic, I know it's got quite a bit of extra, so I looped it over top of the CB and back around the mount, and it still hangs damn near touching
Yeah.
the shifter.
Yeah. That's way too long.
So, Jay, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
And I might,
Go for it.
might ask you this before.
That's okay.
The new Washington, President Washington, the new one, and AR-10. That's a pretty good matchup, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, if the antenna tunes up, so you're not matching the antenna to the radio anyway. So,
Right.
that antenna gets tuned up to the ground plane of the vehicle, and if that antenna tunes up nicely, you can run any radio you want on it.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I
but
like the.
I like the A10s, man. They really perform well.
I've got an A10 on my car with the new President Washington. Channel
Oh
20 is a
yeah.
1.0.
Yep. No, they perform well, man. I like them.
Hey, Bart's showing off his springs up there. We need to be careful.
Something like that, though.
And
I don't know if the
I also
Yep,
run
that's
the
it.
President Washington in here in the house too. I like them so much I had to buy two.
That's what I'm talking about right there, man. You're having fun. That's what it's all about. You got to have fun.
Well, you've seen the picture of all my junk.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. And radio is supposed to be fun. I know you. I know a lot of you guys out there. It's a necessity. You need it as a truck driver. I totally get it. But it's still can have fun while you're doing it.
Oh yeah.
And it's unfortunate that there's so many assholes now on the radio that make it not fun. So, I mean, the only thing we can do is just ignore them and hang out like we do and have fun.
I just happened to look at my clock on my car. It's like, oh, it's 10:18. No, it's not. It's after midnight. Wait a minute. It's 11 o'clock there.
Yeah, it's
Wait a minute,
11:20
it's
here.
1:30 here where I'm at. Oh, y'all are way behind.
Yeah, it's
I'm in
120
three
here.
different time zones right now.
Right? Tell me who's going to win the Super Bowl. No, I'm just kidding.
I am.
Yeah, right? I
There you
wish.
go. Great answer. Yeah, it's like my home clock is set for Phoenix. My body's set for Mountain Time, and I'm in Central Time.
All kind of messed
Just
up.
yep.
But what you
Dispatch
were saying about
7:20. What's that mean?
the jerks on CB radio nowadays, it's like
Yeah.
we talked about before. That's what drove me away from CB, and that's kind of why I got into GMRS as big as I did.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
just
I'm sure.
too many bad attitudes on the AM side anymore.
You know what sucks, man? I remember even not that long ago, man, 5, 6 years ago, if someone keyed up for a radio check, and I would say, hey, you sound a little overmodulated. Turn down your mic gain a little bit. Okay, there you go.
Gotcha.
That cleared it right up. Now you say that? Oh, the F you. Don't tell me how to run my radio. Well, then
Yeah,
why'd you
there's
ask
a
for a radio
lot of
check?
that.
Get the hell out of here. You know
Right,
what I
And
mean?
let's all
them
go to
guys,
Hawaii.
they say stuff like that, and they're the ones that's got the radios that are distorted, overmodulated, just sounding like absolute
Yes.
trash.
Yes,
Yep.
The
because
echo that sounds like they're sitting in a tunnel.
Yep.
Ah,
yeah, well, you got to remember, people like that are so close-minded, right?
No comment.
And yeah, I know who he's talking about. And people are so close-minded and they don't understand. They think if they turn everything
Maui.
all the way up,
Nice.
it's going to make them loud. No, it makes them sound like shit.
Right. You got to find that happy balance where the audio flows clear.
Yes, 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 yes.
Hey, all. Let's go down to Maui. It's 7 o'clock in the afternoon over there,
Yeah, I want to go
or
where
in the evening.
I want to go where dispatch is at.
He's in Maui.
I lived in Hawaii for a year. I was on Oahu for a year, but I never made it out to Maui.
the only part of Hawaii I got to see was Kaneohe Bay for a week, and that was enough.
Yeah, did you see there about a year ago where they lost power there? And they hooked up the aircraft carrier and they powered the whole island off the aircraft carrier?
Yeah, I think, what was it, the Vincent? Was it the Vincent that was there?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
That's just a
'cause
testament to how strong those
Born and
aircraft carriers
raised.
really
Nice.
Yeah, they're crazy, man. Ronald Reagan can power Los Angeles and Las Vegas at the same time.
Yep,
Damn.
and not even bat an eye.
No, not even close. That boat's got 8 nuclear reactors for power, and they only use 2 at one time.
Damn.
Yep, that's a pretty big canoe, eh? Yeah, Bart laughs. He knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, the Canoe Club, United States Navy.
Yeah, I think when they were testing the Gerald R. Ford on sea trials, it has the same 8 reactors, and they had 6 of them going, and were running full flank, doing 34 knots.
See, I
Well,
can confirm that because my nephew was on the maiden voyage of the Gerald R. Ford.
Yeah, that's insane. An aircraft carrier doing 34 knots.
well,
Yeah,
they
that
go
thing was
faster than
boogieing.
that. They go faster than that. The top speed of those boats are classified. I know the Ronald Reagan can be anywhere in
Hey,
the world
welcome
in
back in on
24
that
hours.
guy.
Yeah, the Ronald Reagan can be anywhere in the world in 24 hours. It's faster than its own fleet.
Hey, I'm that guy. Did you want to come back in the box?
I thought I was already here.
Well, we know you are. I'm talking about the other guy.
Dude, I see names like this all the time, and I tell them, I am the original that guy. Get off my name.
That's right. I'm
Okay,
the other that guy.
You just
Hey,
got to be that
Kingpin,
guy.
he just has to be that guy.
I am that guy.
So if I ever say, hey, I blame it on that guy, it's actually, no, my bad.
Yeah, I mean, usually it is my fault, so it's okay. I'm known for making stupid decisions. But hey, it's like I tell everybody, if
No
it
problem.
works, it's not stupid.
That is true.
That's right. Hey Jeff, how you making out, man?
Think he's got himself muted.
He does.
Thank you for pointing that out.
What happened?
I muted it a while ago while I was grinding everything. I got it all cleaned up, but it's still doing the same thing. So
Yeah, they try another antenna and coax and get that new meter. Yeah, don't ever skimp on the antenna system. That's literally where all the magic happens, man. That's
right.
In my personal opinion. I'm like, that's 85 to 90% of your radio's performance.
Right. I'll go.
Dude, I'm willing to bet you $1 to a donut. That poor meter is not accurate. As badly beat as that thing is.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Hell.
I'm hoping you're right.
That looks pretty cool. Wait till you put a 102 whip on that sucker.
I can tell you this much though, since that is a monkey-made antenna, that stinger, the whip end of it, you're about 3 inches too short.
It does look short, don't it?
Yes, it's extremely short.
So that's another trick with antennas, guys. The longer the whip, the bigger radiation pattern you have. The further you're going to talk in here. Simple as that.
Yeah,
It's
I
all
tell
math.
everybody the same thing. When you're using those kind of antennas that's got detachable stingers, you start at 38 inches and work down from there.
Yeah.
Really? You've only been, I'm that guy for around 16 years. Hey, that guy, you gotta figure that out. Who's been that guy longer?
You know you're dedicated.
I've definitely got him beat.
You know you're
I had,
dedicated. You stay up to 12:30 to fool with a CB antenna.
That's right. No, you want dedication. You got to talk to old Bart Z71 up there. He went ice fishing. He lives in Wisconsin. And he set up his ice shack on the lake and was ice fishing. He set up an Antron 99 and a base radio.
Yes, sir.
That was dedication.
It was
Dude,
warm.
you know what my first base antenna was? Y'all are going to
What's that?
laugh your ass off.
What's that?
So I was in my dad's house in Texas where I was growing up. We had a chimney up on top of the house that had a metal cage on top of it. I took a 102 whip and a truck mount, bolted it to the metal cage of the chimney, took 3 wires, cut them at 102 inches, dropped them off the base of the antenna mount in a triangle pattern for a ground plane. Had a 1.2 match across.
Nice.
That was my first base antenna, and that dude would talk everywhere.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it would.
Hey, Bart, you took the thought right out of my head.
When when I got my first apartment, I was on the second floor, and I took a mirror mount, bolted it to the railing with a 102. That worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those 102s are incredible antennas.
Yeah. Yep,
When
they
you
work
run
well.
when you run that coax back, do you just run it down the frame rail then, Jay?
That's what I do. Just zip tie it. And don't pull it tight. Leave play in it so that way when you're driving down a road, it has some wiggle room to flex.
Yeah. Yep. I'll just run it down the. I don't know if I'm going to go on the bed or if I'm going to go to the bumper yet. I don't know yet. But it's
Hey,
happening.
Chi-Town Hustler, welcome in.
So, Bart, what I do, like, if this is right where your coax screws in,
Yep.
make a little loop and then
Yep.
run it down. That way you got some wiggle room. You're not going to yank on it.
Yep.
Electricians call that a drip loop.
Yes, sir.
I would like to go on the roof, but I don't want to drill into the cab and the 3 magnet mount. I don't know.
The problem with magnet mounts is if you start running power, you're going to demagnetize the magnets.
Right.
Yep.
Which I mean, max I'm running is 500.
Yeah, after a while it will.
Right.
And then if you start losing that RF ground and the SWRs shoot up, you don't know it. Key the mic and blow the amp up. So it ain't worth it.
Right. See, I don't know if my bumper's steel. It should be.
Yeah.
We lost Jeff.
Well, like the old saying goes, if you got time to do it twice, you got time to do it right.
Right. If it's not steel, it's going in the bed. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go to bed.
Do you have the 102 on your 66?
Yeah, it's right dead center of my roof.
Okay. Where that
Hey, Jake, welcome in.
the square hole or whatever, how would you run that for coax in the 102?
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Say that again?
The I forget what the hole they are, but the 4 holes on the bed?
Oh, the stake post holes.
Yeah. How would you run that?
What I do is I take a mirror bracket, take the outer bracket off so you have an L bracket, and mount it on the inside of the bed, right where that stake post hole is. Just
on
the
top
inside.
or on the bottom?
No, on the inside of the bed, where the lip folds over.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah. Just grind the paint off, get a good ground, and bolt her up.
Perfect.
Yeah, depending on what kind of truck you got, if it's got the little pass-through hole going into the pocket, run your coax into that pocket, drop it down between the bed skin on the outside and the inner bed, and you can come right out from underneath it, have it all tucked away and hidden.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, I got an 04 Silverado.
Yeah, you should have those access to those holes.
Yeah, they got
I think so.
holes.
Yep.
Yeah, just tuck it right in there. The coax will be out of the way. You won't have to worry about it getting hit by nothing, broken by anything. It'll line right up.
Sure. So then I just need the 102, the steel ball, or the steel spring, and
Hey, Nolan, welcome in.
the mount.
Yep.
Perfect.
Getting back to I'm that guy 139. He's been that guy for 16 years. So, the guys on in Georgia, they got that Wolfman CB shop, whatever. And I guess there was one of their customers that was driving down I-40. He was giving me shit on the radio for my handle, right? Wolfman. And he actually told me, he goes, that's copyrighted. They're going to sue you. I'm like, dude, you need to get a fucking life. It's a CB handle. My God.
Yeah, no shit.
So,
right.
I'm that guy who goes, so do CBers ask if it'll talk and us hammers ask if we can make an antenna?
Right?
Make it antenna. That's awesome. I ain't heard that in a while.
That's right. That's where all the magic happens. That's why they say that.
Let's see where you're at.
Yeah, I had a ham guy. He was the one who taught me how to make antennas. And dude, if you ever want to see a group of individuals that are as ingenious as rednecks are, sit down with a ham club and have them show you how they make antennas. These dudes can make antennas out of anything.
Yep. A little bit of imagination. No, if you understand how the shit works, it's not hard.
That's
Hey,
it.
Ethan, welcome in.
I've made many.
My
Yeah.
eyelids are starting to win the battle. So I'm going to have to say 73s, though.
Hey, man. Thank you for joining live, and it was really nice to meet you
73
today,
is my
man.
friend. It was really nice to meet you today.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. I won't throw you a follow.
there you
Oh,
go.
yeah. I'm definitely not going to be a stranger.
No, that's good. I was going to say, shipmate, next time you're through, man, I want you to come in because, really, I mean this. I want to report. I want to know how it's working. Because even if you're
Well,
happy with it, if I'm not, we're going to change something. So
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you're getting the full performance out of that system. That's all. Might save your
yeah.
life one day. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Jeffrey, for as far as your question, when will the website be up? Jay said it should be up in a few weeks. They're just revamping the entire website.
Yeah, I'm getting
Yeah.
it all rebuilt. So
The
go
way
ahead,
I go,
Brantley.
it'll either be more power or just strapping a 2-pill to it.
Yeah, right. But hopefully, when you come back next time, I hope you have that little cross member tack welded, and then we
Yeah,
can really start playing
probably
with
going
it.
to do both. I'm probably just going to wire wheel some more paint to get a better solid contact and probably just do two of the tacks across it.
Yeah, that'll work. Well, cool, my friend. I hope you have a great night. Stay safe. God bless. 73s, and yeah, happy trails,
73, my
man.
friend. We'll catch you later.
Take care, buddy.
So have you guys ever taken a fluorescent light bulb and held it up to a power line?
Dude, I can pull in the Sonic and key up the mic and light up all their neon.
Hell
So
yeah.
here's a funny story for you. I was showing a buddy of mine back up in Ohio that trick. We had a 10-foot fluorescent bulb. I was only running, a Connex 3300 and a Texas Star 667. Not like I had a lot of power, but it was plenty to light up that 10-foot bulb. This idiot decided to grab a hold of my antenna while I was transmitting. It did not work out in his favor, dude. It burnt the shit out of his hand.
Yes, it will.
Hell,
Now
that's
I've
on
seen that.
almost any bed. You put a hot dog on it, you key it up, give it a couple seconds, you'll have a freshly done hot dog. Oh, hey, welcome to Kansas.
There you go.
Now I've seen
Yeah.
that trick with the light bulb. Would a Striker 497 just by itself be able to light one up, or would that not be enough power?
Maybe if you get the
It
light
depends
bulb
on the
real
length of the
close to
light
the
bulb.
antenna. Yeah, yeah. You get it
It's like
close to
I
the
had
antenna, it will.
I think it was that HR 2510 I had. It was only doing about 35, 40 watts. I took a 5-foot bulb, tapped it off my antenna, it lit, and I was able to hold it 5 feet out, and it would stay lit.
Damn.
I know when I go past one of the places in town, they must have lights that are automated or something because I key the mic and I turn them on.
Hey,
Oh,
Ethan, welcome in.
It'll be like 12 o'clock at night. And I go past and I go, audio. Yeah, they pop on.
So
turn
you're
off
doing
after a while.
you're doing good when you pull up to the McDonald's and you can key up the mic and give them your order without going through the drive-through.
I did that one time. Yep, that's very true.
Yeah,
But now all their stuff's going digital.
my antenna already hits the top of their awning that goes across the windows and the right above the menu.
Hell,
Yeah,
my A10's on the lowest part of my Explorer, and it don't matter what drive-through I go through, I'm hitting something.
Yep.
Well, good. That's the perfect reason not to go to a McDonald's anymore.
Yep.
I don't go to McDonald's anyway, so.
Oh, the people at the bank hate me because I go through the drive-through and it's just bent over all the hell and ting 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 ting.
Oh, even going into hotels, you hear just dragging across. All right,
73
dispatch, you have a
dispatch.
good night. 73.
Here's a good question for you there, Jay. When you're running power, whether it be a 2-pill to a 6-pill, do you prefer a large static ball on the tip of your stinger or your antenna, or a small?
Well, it's not made for a transmit, right?
Right.
What's the static ball for? Do you know?
I've never really understood that. I run into a bunch of guys that had these big, like 1 inch aluminum balls screwed down to the tip of their stingers. And I'm like, what is that? They're like, oh, that's a static ball. It helps the antenna transmit. And I'm like,
It
how?
helps dissipate the static.
So that you don't talk off the tip of the antenna, you talk off the whole whip. So the static ball is irrelevant as far as transmitting goes. However, have you ever noticed on the trailing edge of a wing on an airplane, they got the static discharge wicks?
Yep.
Because when the plane is going through the air, it makes static electricity. Same thing when you're driving on a road or if it's windy outside, the antenna, it'll pick up static, and that's just to dissipate it. That's all it's for.
Well, I just didn't see the need in running a big one like they were. Whatever's on the antenna when I buy it, that's what I go with. That's what I figure that's what it was engineered for. It should, that shouldn't need anything else.
Yeah, I've never changed them out either. Hell, if anything, that's going to create more resistance, right?
That's kind of how I saw it.
Yeah, that's just to dissipate static. That's all it is. Remember when you were a kid or whatever, they had those static machines. You'd stand on it, put your hand on the ball, and your hair would stand up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why they're round.
Now, like, my stinger on my whip, it's at the very tip where it hit a tree branch or something. It has a little bit of a bend to it. Will that affect it much?
Probably not.
Okay.
It looks like hell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it does. But it shouldn't affect SWR or nothing. Nah.
All the bear guys around here, I mean, some of their antennas are damn near at a fucking 90.
It might be a little different. But,
They're all running VHF, though.
yeah.
I mean, I did pull the stinger
Sorry
off
to
a
take
Wilson 1000 once. Used it to jimmy a door open and put it back on the antenna.
Dude, that's so funny you say that, man.
Okay.
20 years ago, I pulled up to the mall. There's a guy and a girl standing next to a Pontiac Grand Prix, just standing there with that look on their face like they just shit their pants. And so I asked them, I said, you guys okay? And she goes, I locked my keys in the car. And I said, do you have electric locks? She said, yeah. So I unscrewed her radio antenna off the trunk and put it through the door and hit the button and unlocked the car.
Yeah.
Hey, Loud 559 wants to know, is an LMR 400 good coax?
Well, it's good coax. It's really expensive. It depends what you're using it for. Most applications in vehicles, if you're just running a basic radio, you don't need LMR 400.
400 is more so if you're going to bury it, right?
Well, if you're going to run a base
Go ahead.
station, that's something that's going to be in the air forever, right? So you want something good. That's why I ran the RG213 because it holds up to the elements better. But
Right. Yeah, that's what I got, is 213.
yeah, that's good stuff.
And not just that, but
Hey,
if you're
Victor, welcome
running
in.
if you're running an extreme length of coax, anything over like say 30 to 50 feet, LMR 400 is great because you get less loss through the coax with the LMR 400 than you do your standard RG58 or an RG8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially if you're going to be running a 100-foot stretch, 200-foot stretch, something like that. Absolutely. But if you're just running it in a vehicle, even if you're running like a Texas Star 667, you don't need LMR 400.
And the KMR is just as good, and it's a little cheaper.
Yeah, good lord, a base station with 5K running through it.
Yeah.
I want to go party with this guy.
Right? Yeah, LMR 400 will work. I'd probably run the 213, but that's just my opinion. It'll
Yeah,
hold
so
up
Loud
to the
Dog
elements
Go-
better.
Yeah,
And,
Loud Dog goes, it's for a base setup with about 5K through it.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I want to party with that guy. He's talking my kind of power.
Yeah, so when I built that big base out here for a guy, he was running 25,000 watts, and we just used RG213. He was fine.
Wizard built, baby.
I couldn't afford to pay the light bill after talking a half hour on that thing.
Right? Wizard built, baby. Well, you tell yourself whatever you have to make yourself happy. No, I'm just kidding. No, they make some good amps. I'm just kidding.
Whatever happened to Dave's made boxes? I heard their quality went
Wow,
straight in the
dude,
toilet.
wow.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of heard the same thing, and I think what happened with Dave made,
Jesus Christ, dude.
what happened with Dave made was he had like 4 or 5 guys, I think, working there. So if
Oh,
if
God.
this one guy built the amp, they were good. If the other guy was building it, they weren't that good.
Yeah, I remember when he first started growing his name, his boxes were a force to be reckoned with. And I don't know, after a few years, it just seemed like his quality went straight in the toilet.
Mm-hmm. That's what I heard too.
Hey, Jay, so I got the comments for you. Loud Dog goes, they call me STD around Central California. Silver Tongue Devil. Hey, you welcome in. You want a box?
Well, I guess that's second place if you're silver. I'm the gold tongue devil. Ow, fastest tongue in the West.
Well, that explains why he runs 5K, because he's going to at least have to get out of California with all them other guys down there.
Oh, I know, right?
No more pills for me, all tubes.
Yeah. If you get an old steel tube amp, they're good.
Oh, look, if he's going tube kits, he needs to get away from all that other garbage. Go get a Heath kit.
Yeah, Heath kits are cool.
Dude, and this is just my opinion, my personal opinion alone. Heath kit tube amplifiers were hands down the best.
They were good, man. So were the Makos. And but they sound nice?
They do. They sound so clean.
Yep.
Hey guys,
you guys hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, cool. Yeah, the reason why I asked, man, all my local guys, man, they're gone. You know what I mean? So I don't really have anybody to kick around and find the stuff out. I'm an old school CBer. Well, not as old as some of the old guys, but
yeah,
me and my guys, man, we 6 or 7 of us bought Peterbilts out of. I'm out of Fresno, so we all bought trucks together, man, and it was a competition for us. So we all had Connex 34. I'm sorry. Oh crap! What was the big one? The
3600 turbo.
No, the big one, the big boy.
4600 or the 98 BHP.
No, it's the bigger one. It was the bigger one than the 4600 turbo. God dang it! I cannot remember the name. They turned them up to about like 600. You know what I mean?
Are you talking about the Ranger Longhorn?
No, the 4600. I'm sorry, the 30. God dang it. 3400, 300, or something like that. I can't remember what the hell it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he's a truck driver. Numbers got him confused.
Yeah, sure. Matter of fact, I'm at work right now. But we used to run around with the X Forces, man. Straight 8s, straight 10s. You know what I mean? Run around from the Bay to LA, man. And I got a hold of what you guys were talking about, Dave Maids, and I got a hold of a 2x12 out of a guy they call Skywalker up in Modesto. And I wish I'd have kept that amp, dude. I plugged that in my truck, man. I was talking through everybody's microphone at the truck stop.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of power. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. That's really cool. Yeah, if you're going to be running that kind of power, then sure, LMR 400 in the truck would be great. But for your average, nah. Now for your bass, if it were me running a 5K, I'd still probably go with the RG213 just because it'll hold up better. But
okay.
You can try them both, see which one it likes better. You just got to put an analyzer on it and see which one tunes up better.
Well, see, that's my next thing. I got to get some coax, but the LMR 400, that stuff ain't cheap, man. I'm probably looking at like 100, 120 foot run, you know what I mean? Or 125 foot run.
At $8 a foot.
Yeah. So
yeah, I know. I don't know, man. Even like a the big strappers out there. A lot of those
Hey,
guys
Mayor
run
Farms, welcome in.
213, and they're just fine. My 213 and my antenna's been in the air 25 years.
Okay.
So my coax, my antenna's 25 years old.
Loud Dog, I bought that KMR, and it's about half the price of the LMR, and it's just as good a coax.
What was that?
I bought the KMR.
Oh, okay.
It's a KMR 400, and it's just as good as the LMR, and it's about half the price.
All right. I'll look into that. I just want something that's gonna last a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the RG213 is military coax, and I mean that shit you could like bury it in the ground and be okay.
Is that stuff that's like thick as your pinky finger? Is that what
Yes.
that is?
Yeah.
Hey, Lewis, welcome in.
Real stiff.
Yes. Well, yeah, it's got a little stiffness to it, but it's got one hell of a braid in it, man, and it's really insulated good.
Well, I seen some stuff, and I'm sure it's real expensive. There was a guy, Flash. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Flash. He's out of California. He was a tech out here, and he went up to Skywalker's place up there in Seattle, or Prime Minister, I should say. And he brought back they did some work, and they had a break and everything. And he brought back a piece of his coax. I've never seen nothing like it, man. This stuff was like 2 inches around. The core was hollow. Hollow copper. It was trip. Big stuff.
Oh yeah.
So, but my setup at the house, I'm trying to get it up in the air. But I've got like I said, I don't know if you guys ever heard of this stuff, but you ever heard of the copper top antennas from back in the day?
What's up, Logan King? How are you?
Yep. Hey, if someone got their Bluetooth on, we got an echo in here.
Yeah, I can hear it too.
Okay, I think it's gone now. We're good.
All right.
Not me. I'm on mute.
Have you guys ever heard of copper top antennas?
Yeah.
Back in the day? Yeah. So there was only so many of them built, and an older gentleman was selling the station, and I paid like $1,200 for like a bunch of stuff, man. And there was a 4-element beam, handmade copper top. You know what I mean? And I got a hold of the guys that were making it, and he's like, dude, he said technically that's number 2 of the ones that they built. The first one was a mobile copper antenna. The second one was the first base antenna. I ended up with that.
That's
and that
cool.
thing's built from the 90s, you know what I mean? And he's like, dude, if you ever get rid of that, dude, I'd like to have it. I said, it ain't going nowhere, you know what I mean? He said, just the gain on it, just the whole copper, it's just the conductivity on it. He said, dude, they work amazing. So
yeah, that's really cool.
So that's what I'm trying to get back up in the air.
Nice.
But anyways, that was my question for you guys, man. I'm just an old truck driver out here. Been doing out here for 27 years, and I always see you guys on here live, or at least you. And thought I'd stop in and say hey and kick around a couple of questions.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're on usually every morning and every night. So, yeah, please feel free to join anytime you want, man. It's nice. The more the merrier.
Right on. Well, I appreciate it, man. I'll let you guys get back to it, and thanks for the info. KMR, and what was the one you were talking, the military one? The RG?
213.
213, okay.
Yep.
I'll write that down when I get stopped. So, all right, man.
And
you guys have a good night. I'm gonna back out of this thing.
all right, man. Have a good one. 73.
Have a good night. 73.
Right, 73.
Hey, I'm that guy,
Have a good night.
139. That's a wrap for me, gentlemen. 73s. Everyone stay safe out there. You have a good night there. I'm that guy.
Yep, it's
Take
10
care,
minutes
y'all.
to midnight here, so I think we better go 10-7.
Yes,
And,
sir. It's 9 minutes till 1 a.m., and I'm just outside Garden City.
Copy that. Guys, thank you all so much for another wonderful live. This was really a lot of fun, man.
Absolutely.
No problem.
You're not very
And we're
close.
ending with 13,600 likes.
That's crazy.
CJ, you ain't that far from me.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, ain't it?
You have to let me know when you're coming back through the city, and I'll come up there and buy you a cup of coffee.
Oh, yeah, he's talking to you, CJ.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, CJ will still be 9 hours from me when he gets to Grand Forks.
Yeah. Grand
Oh
Forks,
yeah.
North Dakota, don't you know?
Yep. That
What's
gives
in
me.
order, eh, bud?
Yeah. Once I leave tomorrow, I'll still be 14 hours from there, but I can do all that tomorrow.
I'm
Just
just
I'm
about
stopping
30
in.
miles east of Kansas City, so.
Oh, nice.
Up there in Yooper country.
Guys, thank you all so much. I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate everything. I love doing these lives with you guys. It makes it so much fun. And
It does, and it really makes these long drives go real quick.
I was gonna say
absolutely.
you are flying.
No kidding, huh?
What, 2
Yeah.
states, 3 states, something like that, CJ?
3, yeah, because I left Moriarty in New Mexico about 7. So I've gone through Texas, Oklahoma, and now I'm in Kansas.
How
Shit, the
long
way
you want?
CJ drives, he left New Mexico, and where you at now? Oh, I'm in New York City watching the ball drop. Shit.
How
Well,
long's
hell,
the blade?
there was a one day. It was 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I get called by our coordinator. I'm in Morehead City, North Carolina. I've got to be in Garden City, Kansas, in basically a day and a half. I made it to Garden City, Kansas that morning to load. 25 hours later, that was 1,900 miles I drove straight.
Ooh.
Do you have a toothpick or what?
No,
Right?
nope.
No, he had 4.
CJ, how long's the blade you're following?
These ones are going to be 62 meters, so 245 feet.
Jesus.
Jesus. All right,
Yeah,
73, y'all. I'm out.
once we get loaded up and everything, we start rolling out. I'll end up posting some videos.
At least you're
Nice.
in the, at least you're in the
10-4.
flatlands, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 73. I'm out.
All right,
73,
73, my
sir.
duck. Have a good one.
And
Everyone
there's
have a
not many
wonderful.
bridges over there.
That's right. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that one.
You gentlemen have a good night. I got this thing pointed for the barn. I'm going to haul ass to the yard and put it to bed.
Copy that,
Copy
my
that, my
friend.
guy. 73.
All right, guys.
73.
Everyone have a good night. God bless everyone. 73s, happy trails. And until we meet again, we'll
All right,
catch you on the flip
73, Jay.
flop.
We'll catch you later.
Get you on the flip flop.